Alright, we're about ready to get things started here. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday afternoon. Joined once again by my good friend Night Owl for some more Mass Effect.
Hello.
How was your 4th of July?
I haven't done anything yet. My family, well, tomorrow we're heading out for campground to hang out with my grandparents and them, and we're gonna have fireworks there. It's a campground next to a lake.
Ah,
Um, so I haven't done anything yet. How is yours?
I had to work.
That's unfortunate.
The only sort of eventful thing that happened, and it actually happened the night before the 4th, where a fight almost broke out in the store between two black dudes and one white dude, and one of them was carrying a gun. Because
Jeez.
open carry state.
Did he try to draw on somebody, or?
No, basically, so from what I gathered and based on what we've seen, it looked like the fight was getting ready to, so like it hadn't actually like started, and they weren't like actually fighting, but it was basically like a few minutes later it would have happened. But two of the female coaches were there first, and then our team leader was like, yeah, they're not gonna be able to stop that if something happens, and so he basically ran over there to get in between them. And our team lead's like, he's very bulky, so yeah, he was very quickly able to dispose, even though it was still kind of happening even when he arrived. So me and my co-worker started walking up there. So
Yeah.
it may have almost had to have helped prevent a fight from breaking out, so that was fun.
I imagine in the most sarcastic way possible. For some reason, Twitch won't load for me, so I'm flying blind today.
That's weird.
Maybe if I try to connect on my phone. I don't think I have the Twitch app on my phone, but I can try.
Um, there wasn't really a whole lot of like gaming or filming news that really came out this week, other than like I guess you could argue the biggest one was that Ubisoft announced that the Watch Dogs film has started filming.
Oh, I'm sure that'll be something. Uh, my thing is I don't think Watch Dogs works as like a movie just because the fun of Watch Dogs is the fact that you can cause a localized blackout at any point in time.
Yeah.
And I don't think that translates to movies well. So it'd just be like generic crime hacker vigilante movie question mark.
Hacking in the mainframe.
Yeah. Oh my god. If they have like some dude like out of Kung Fury running around who's just like a 90s tech whiz, like giant glasses, calls himself Hacker Man. Oh, I'd love it. That'd immediately be the best movie of all time, like bar
No,
none.
I can't remember what it was. I saw a meme a while back where it was like hackers in movies back then. It's like dude's got the fucking glasses, neon green spiky mohawk hair, and just like all kinds of like really geeky shit. And then hackers now, dude is just wearing like a black jacket, basically hoodie up and everything.
Yeah, they really make you try to be cool now.
Or I mean, you could, what was it? Was it Die Hard 3 where they meet this guy who's literally in his basement? He's got a fucking roll up keyboard thing. He's got this like roll up keyboard mat that
Wasn't
acts
that
as a key.
Samuel L. Jackson, or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, it was. Hold on.
I know who you're talking about. And there's like part of me that like is just picturing nerdy Samuel L. Jackson, but I don't think it was Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, so I think it was Live Free or Die Hard. Hold on. I have to look at the... Oh, wait, which one was it? Fuck, hold on. I can't believe I'm typing out Die Hard Hacker in my fucking search history.
Don't worry about it.
You know, it may have been. No, wait, no, not that one. Yeah, no, it was one of the newer ones that came out in, like, the 2000s. I think it was Live Free.
Probably. I couldn't tell you. I haven't seen anything past the first Die Hard movie in a very, very long time.
Ah, okay, you know what's funny is I literally just searched up keyboard after typing in Live Free or Die Hard keyboard, and I found it. It's literally like he rolls it up like a fucking play mat.
Yeah, those kind of exist. I am like 80% certain that that's just a keyboard cover. But like I'm pretty sure you can technically find something that's like that. Roll up keyboard. Yeah, apparently they're totally things. You can buy it for 20 bucks off Amazon.
They look incredibly impractical and fragile.
Honestly, yeah, probably. It's also Chinese, so like, you know, inherently Chinese technology. Well, electronics, there you go. That's what Chinese electronics are typically like not the sturdiest of things. I wouldn't stuff it into a backpack, which is like kind of the thing you would want to use it for. But there you go. This is a rabbit hole we've certainly went down.
Yeah. Wait, now I have to look up the ultimate. Hold on.
Man, okay, right? Get a roll-up keyboard, and what are the like mini keyboards that flip in?
Oh,
There you go.
Are you talking about like the side ones that people mainly use for like macros?
Pair it with one of these bad boys. The little like keyboards that people use for RTSs and shit. Oh my god.
RTS. Unironically, ever since I've been playing like 14, I've been kind of interested in wanting to get one of these specifically for my hot bars. Which, speaking of Final Fantasy 14, firstly, official Dawn True release happened last night. I was able to, no silver issues, honestly. I was not put in a super long queue time.
Nice.
I'm
still probably gonna wait to pull the trigger on it, but I'm gonna get it at some point.
I guess Viper is a really, really great DPS class I've been hearing. And okay, and I'm waiting until I beat the MSQ to start it, but apparently the Viper class does the one thing I've been wanting to be able to do in 14 ever since. So you know how like in, I think it's mainly Endwalker where you can do this, where you can where you take control of some of the main characters and you get to use their abilities and whatnot. And they'd have their like 3 button combos mapped to one key, so you just have to keep hitting that key to complete your combo. Apparently Viper and Pictomancer do that. So they're kind of using Pictomancer and Vipers as like a proof of concept and convenience to see like, can we actually do this in like if we were to update like Dark Knight or like the other tanking classes, for example, and map their combos to one key, can that happen?
Well, it's weird because like that should be done now, because the reason why it wasn't like that originally is because you actually had different combo finishers. So like Paladin, you had Goring Blade, which you still have Goring Blade, but it's a completely different ability now. Paladin, you had Goring Blade, and that applied to dot. So you would 1-2, which was like your basic slash, your Riot Blade, then you would Goring Blade to put your dot up, and then you would do basic slash Riot Blade into, depending on what level you were, whatever your third ability was that did more damage than Goring Blade. So that was the reason why they had it originally. And then I can't remember if it was Endwalker specifically or like mid-patch, but at some point during Endwalker, they removed Goring Blade and they added a new ability also called Goring Blade that's instead like not an off global cooldown, but it's basically an off global cooldown. It's cool. Its cooldown is based on your actual like primary cooldown, but it has like a 60-second cooldown by itself after that. It's weird.
The only thing I'll say when it comes to changes they've made so far, I mean, so firstly, the graphical update, game looks basically the same.
I think for most people it probably will. I think mainly it's towards like the lower end of system specs is I think what it affects. I'm not entirely sure, but I think if you were already running the game on max settings with shaders and all that, then I think it more or less looks the same.
But and I messaged you about this like earlier this week, but they changed the gap close. They changed all the gap closer abilities for tanks now, so they don't do damage.
I don't think all of them. I think Paladin and Warrior still do damage on their gaps, but Dark Knight and Gunbreaker don't. That's what I've been told by a friend. That's what I'll say.
I know I have to check them, but I know definitely Dark Knight because Plunge got replaced by Deep Stride, and it's literally just like you beam towards an enemy. You don't do damage, you just beam towards them.
Yeah,
which means if it's across all the tanking classes, ad pulls are going to get a little bit weird because you don't get that initial damage off.
I just went to go check. Intervene still does damage, but that's the Paladin gap closer.
Okay.
So I think it's Warrior and Paladin specifically still do damage, but for some reason Dark and Gunbreaker don't. Because I had a full-scale rant in my DMs at one point. She's a Gunbreaker main, and she was really mad that she lost damage, but I didn't.
The other change for Dark Knights I actually don't entirely mind is that they merged Blood Weapon and Delirium as one. Blood Weapon just got merged into Delirium, basically. So Delirium gets you 3 stacks of Blood Weapon to recover your MP, and also you get like the 3 uses of like your, I can't remember what they're called, your 50 cost cast abilities.
Oh man, Paladin got even more mitigation in the new DLC? That's crazy.
And I don't think, wait, hold on. I gotta check this, because did Living Shadow cost like extra things? I can't remember what exactly it. Damn.
Oh, ramp. Man. Okay. I think they nerfed Reprisal. Rampart now increases the healing you do to yourself, which seems a little weird. I don't think I would ever use that. Fight or Flight now has a thing where it gives you Goring Blade. Grants Atonement. Interesting.
I love how I type in Class Guide Dark Knight and I get both Black Desert Online and Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah. I'll say Dark Knight is a lot more fun in Black Desert.
I believe it. I mean, the gameplay in Black Desert is just better in general.
Yeah. I don't like Black Desert's endgame is my problem. Otherwise, I would still be playing it. As is, I got to endgame where you get to the point where like, you're soft capped, but if you do manage to get another level, then you'll just win every single PvP fight you're in. And that's Black Desert. I don't know, it's fine. I just don't want to make it the only game I play.
Yeah. I don't know why I can't find Living Shadow in the... Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, so... So for Dark Knights, you had your blood gauge, and Living Shadow used to cost 50 blood gauge in order to cast. That's no longer a requirement. Instead, Living Shadow just has a 120 second countdown cooldown.
Oh, so now it's just like an off global, or
Basically, you don't need to spend blood points in order to use it now. Basically,
wild.
which
I'll
means
just say, right, Pectomancer gets a giant cartoon hammer, which means it's immediately now the objectively best class in 14.
I also heard that apparently you can summon Moogles or carpet bomb your anime. I'm not 100% certain on that. I was told that by Kev. So
I have seen some gameplay because a friend showed it to me and said, "Look at my giant cartoon hammer," and proceeded to bonk something with a giant cartoon hammer. So I wasn't really paying attention to much else, but I fell in love.
So now all we need, I don't know why this came up in my mind, but I want a full group of nothing but Pictomancers to do a run of Good King Muggle.
Oh god. Oh god. Be like an all Blue Mage party. I love all Blue Mage parties.
Wasn't Blue Mage also OP for no fucking reason?
Yeah, but you weren't allowed into normal content.
Gotcha.
So it's unbalanced. Like, for example, you have the one ability in the game that lets you actively kill yourself, and that's how like you'll randomly see people dead in weird places. There's also some other things that are just like horrifically unbalanced, to the point where like when you do Blue Mage only runs, if you're trying to be efficient, there's like 2 abilities I think you spam the entire time, and that's Blue Mage. But otherwise, it's fun. It's a gimmick class, and it's not meant to be like taken seriously at any point. It's just meant to be a thing you do as a side hustle.
It's making me wonder, because they added the new side class Beastmaster, so I'm curious to see how that goes.
Yes, let me tame Pokemon. Thancred, fight my enemies for me.
Alright. I think we're about ready to go ahead and get things started here for the Mass Effect 3s.
Let's do it.
You know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta give a shout out to Nightride FM, your 24/7 synthwave radio. They have an app on Android devices as well as a website that you can go on called nightride.fm. They also have a Discord server that you can join as well, so you get any and all updates and releases regarding any and all things synthwave on both the website and the app. You can switch between different radio stations that they partnered up with, so they got stuff like Chill Synth, Data Wave, Space Synth, Dark Synth, Horror Synth, and EBSM. If you are a streamer, they have a stream-free archive playlist, which is pretty self-explanatory. I've used it in the past, haven't had really any issues with it. On top of that, it's really great music, so I don't know what else you could really ask for on that. So, once again, make sure to go check them out. That is nightride.fm, your 24/7 synthwave radio. But just remember, everyone, just remember that this is not a sponsorship. This is just a thoughtful show.
The best kind of shill.
Exactly. Alright. So, yeah, the Reapers are attacking. And, shit's fucked.
Shit's not fucked yet. Shit's only fucked for Earth and Palaven specifically. Everybody else is kind of just vibing right now. Oh, and the Batarians, if you consider the Batarians to still be a faction.
Yeah.
So shit gets progressively worse.
I believe it. But yeah, we're gonna do this first, the Shrike Abyssal Prothean Obelisk.
I will say, some of these side quests you'll get before you can actually like travel to the area. I think the Shrike Abyssal one is one of them. I'm not 100%. But yeah, there's some quests you get really early on that like you just can't do for a minute.
We shall see. Something I did just kind of notice is that maybe it changes later when we get more party members, but I don't like that the elevator doesn't tell you where or like what crew members are on what floor.
Generally speaking, Vega and Cortez are in the shuttle bay. I don't think there's like maybe 2 people in engineering, and most
Commander,
people are in the crew
you're
quarters.
right. It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team.
She
If
has
she'd
huge
told me
assets
about her
for this
plan to
team.
obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
I do not wish to force a conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is
important.
requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
I thought the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized.
We've
than
heard
any
of this
school.
before,
It's
Wink.
home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer. Their Ascension project helps gifted young biotics. If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised
Wink.
he's still open.
Oh boy.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the
Fake Turian signals? What? We've never heard of this before.
Long story.
Wink.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
Good catch.
Remember when the elusive man had us board a collector ship on the idea that a fake Turian signal was sent out?
Yeah.
Trainer. Good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Good times.
Hooray! An academy is getting attacked.
Yeah, so this is one of the few timed missions in the game. The game doesn't tell you this, but if you start doing certain things, everyone there will die. You don't have to do it immediately, which is kind of funky. But generally speaking, you don't want to leave it for too long.
I guess we can go ahead and just do that now.
My
Just to
wife
be
is on the
safe.
Citadel, by the way. It didn't look like you read those emails.
Oh, no, I'm just getting them off my... I'm just marking them as red, basically.
As a note, don't start up the Citadel Bryson quest yet. That is DLC stuff, and it would be really awkward if we started that here. You'll unlock the DLC stuff before it's actually like a good point to do it, so I'll try to warn you away from that. I would save Leviathan towards being like one of the later things that you do, but it's also kind of up to you. I don't think there's anything here, but there might be.
Damn, yep, never mind.
At least there's no Reapers.
Yep.
Garrus isn't a bad idea to bring here. The other people... Liara is also interesting to bring here. She has a pretty funny interaction. So I do like Liara Garrus, but it's up to you. Garrus is honestly just really good to take on every mission because he's been in both of the last 2 games. just like anytime you meet somebody, he usually has a line for saying hello.
Hmm.
So for the vast majority of story missions, yeah, right. He gets his own version of the Terminus armor.
That's fucking sick. I kind of want to bring Edie,
Uh,
though, because I'm curious to see how she works.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I don't think I mean, we had Liara in the Mars mission. Yeah, let's just bring both.
Liara has some dialogue with like the first game's crew. She kind of has like some decent banter with Garrus. Garrus is one of my favorite characters in this game though because he talks shit to everyone. Like every single character in this game, he has like some form of running joke with.
That's amazing. Oh, cool! It changes the color of the gun.
Yep. I think it's really interesting how your little weapon mods change how things look. Sometimes it's just like the lights change color. But as you get better barrels, your barrels start to look different. There's some that are obscenely busted.
Ah. What do you use? Okay, so you use the same weapons.
Yeah. Edie isn't a bad squad member. She's even like really good for a couple of missions. There's one where you have to use her. But otherwise she's kind of in a weird spot as a character. She's like a weird pseudo tank techie person. Ooh. I've never actually seen lifting shockwave. That seems interesting to me at least. It's like pull, but on shockwave.
You know what? Let's do it. I'm curious.
You can respec really easily in this game too, so feel free to experiment with shit and like just try out different things. I really like Mass Effect 3 for this reason because I feel like there's a ton of build variety. And there's a ton of different stuff you can do, especially once you start getting like your squad mate powers and you start trying to figure out how to abuse that. The main reason I started liking Arya more than normal is in this game, when you finish the Arya DLC, she gives you Flare, which is basically just a biotic mini nuke that you throw at people. Unshackled AI, Defense Matrix are both really good. Generally speaking, I try to kit her out to be a tank, but it's kind of up to you and what you want to do. Because I want to say it's the tech power damage is better. The power damage and duration is probably better here, but it's up to you. And then I usually do Defense Matrix and Decoy, and then I keep Incendiary and Overload on like 3 points. Because my main thing is I just like Edie being like obscenely tanky. And for Overload, you have Garrus. For anti-armor, you have Incendiary rounds. Like, that's my thought process, at least. I'd usually do the power recharge speed. Liara can get really fast cooldowns if you like really build her for it. To the point where she can basically have a singularity up before her last singularity.
There's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission.
Let's hear it.
SSB Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right. We'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I?
Boy, howdy, you bet. I love that the Normandy just does a fucking backflip.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Come and get it.
I love the idea of like some dude just like eating lunch and like Joker flips the plate up into his face.
You know what this ship kind of reminds me of, weirdly enough?
The
well,
Kodiak or
Shuttle
the
in
school?
position. We'll be back.
The Kodiak, I suppose, like the main. Yeah, I think the Kodiak.
That's your little shuttle is the Kodiak.
Oh no, I'm talking about the school.
That's Grissom, yeah.
The look of Grissom kind of reminds me of what is it? The ship in Ratchet and Clank, Up Your Arsenal. What? Hold on. What is that ship called? No, not that. Starship Phoenix. That's what it's called. I don't know why. I don't know why it reminds me of that, even though it almost looks nothing alike, but
Oh,
Commander,
that's fair.
locked in the server room around the corner. Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Cerberus troops are trying to get in. What Cerberus troops? Gotta go to the cracked door. That's where Kaylee is.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
I literally just said it was me. Why are you pointing the shotgun?
Admiral Anderson always said you were the best.
You can never be too
Cerberus
sure.
coming for my students.
I mean, you did
need
used
the
to
best.
work for Cerberus, so
How many
like
of you
I
are there?
imagine they have voice recordings
Most
of you.
were sent home when word of the Reaper
Yeah.
invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance.
Cerberus deep faking Shepard's voice so that they can
They've been training
tell
for
people
military
that this is their
operations,
favorite store on
working
the
together
Citadel
as
for
biotic
discounts.
artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... Well, just tell him to stay alive.
Reminder, it was David the #1 fan, dude.
No, David is Lieutenant Anderson's first name. Or not Lieutenant Anderson, Admiral Anderson's first name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the guy that punches Udina that you made counselor.
Oh, okay.
This is one of the few times we get to see into his personal life. He has a thing going with Kaylee Sanders, who happens to be the lady running Grissom Academy.
Agreed, but the Alliance needs every resource it can get. And our students are unique resources. They wanted to help. How could we say no with the entire galaxy falling apart? Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems.
I think that was the most awkward character shuffle I've ever seen for that scene. That's crazy.
Oh, whoops.
Wrong button.
Hi.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders and secure it.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
You want to try to save, there's like 2 or 3 kids. Some of them are kind of out of your way. So keep an eye out. There's a lot of little goodies heading around here, that you may miss. But the big thing is save the children.
Save the kids.
Yeah. I think you have
Wait,
to
is
pull.
this- Oh, okay. So that's the right way. So I'm not going there.
Video game logic.
Oh. Well, hey, you know what?
That reduces the recoil, so it's not noticeable with this gun in particular. Some of the later assault rifles will fucking shake your entire screen, and it will be very, very obnoxious. And that reduces your annoying ass sway.
Tactical analysis review. Unshielded opponent approaching at 2 o'clock. Shielded opponent approaching at 12 o'clock. Both holding heavy pistols. Most effective way to take them down. You chose Shockwave. Correct answer. Singularity followed by Warp. Shockwave inadequate against shield enemy. Your barrier would hold long enough against the enemy, against heavy pistols for Singularity to catch both. Okay, so I imagine that's literally just a way to tell the player, hey, in case you're in a pinch, do this.
Kinda, yeah. I don't know. I think it's weird because I don't actually think that Singularity does anything to shielded enemies. But who am I to question the experts, am I right?
You're questioning a video game teacher. Oh.
Yeah, biotics just aren't good against shields. Straight up. That's why you have a fucking nerd next to you. Yep. Oh, so here's an interesting mechanic that I like about Mass Effect 3. Kill these guys real quick. So you see those little things in front of you?
Oh, yeah?
Those are little barricades, right? You can shoot and or turn off. Those, like, you can use those as cover, but you can shoot and or turn off those generators, and it will disable those.
Oh, cool.
There's your Eviscerator. That's one of the better shotguns starting out. I can one-shot fucking almost everything early game, I'm pretty sure. I think it does bonus damage to shields, too. It's a chunky boy.
Oh, damn.
There's the best assault rifle in the game. That like you can pick up in a mission. It's disturbingly good. It's not great for your fire rounds because you really want rate of fire for your fire rounds, but it's really good no matter what.
We shall try it out.
Yeah, I like the Matok. Yeah, here's the girl most people miss.
She's bleeding.
Because most people just sprint past this and she fucking gets nuked because of it.
I saved your brother.
I stalk
Kaylee
you.
Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
And then there should be one more.
Is it in this area or is it...
You gotta keep going.
Okay.
You didn't miss it.
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the student
I don't think you've missed much, if anything, so far.
Jack?
Jack.
Damn.
Jack?
What the fuck are you doing here?
She'll tell you.
Also, I see the devs just have your nipples poking out. Okay.
No.
They
kind of.
Not kind of. It's they're very prominent.
She is less skimpy than she was before. All right.
Fair enough.
We're getting there. You talk to her in like 2 weeks, and she'll have an actual shirt on.
What? What? Why can't I shoot? Oh.
Cover is sometimes glitchy. Look at the damage. I love the Mattock. Damn, that thing is like miserably short range. Holy shit.
I'm also not remembering any of my buttons, so.
That's fair. I just didn't remember Shockwave being that hurt.
Alright, amp check. Frankly, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom.
Damn.
Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5.
Jack is an inspiration, that's all I gotta say.
Ow.
Damn it. How many times did I tell you not to trust
It's even better if you romanced her in the second game, is what I'll say.
Oh, does she like aggressively kiss you?
She punches, or I think she slaps you instead of punches you and then kisses you, yeah.
Those troops had you on the ropes, Jack. I just saved your ass.
You want a medal?
No. I'd like you to shut up so we can get moving.
Damn, okay.
Largely unchanged. Hey, Edie. Nice body. Now you look like a sex bot instead of a sex toy. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah. I guess so.
How in the hell did you end up teaching people?
You say it like you think I'm gonna make them explode or something. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
Joke's on you, Jack. I didn't go to prom.
I really like Jack's character arc. She's basically gone from like sociopathic cult member and criminal to now she's basically just a mom.
But I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby. Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But...
unfortunately...
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
The game picked Edie over Liara, so we got the butt plug comment instead of the Liara comment. Liara has an interaction with Jack here where she name drops Jack's real name and says, I know that much. I can find your last name if you really want me to.
Oh, jeez.
Liara
I
having
have
the
to say,
key to
kid,
all of Jack
you look
lore
good.
is, I think, probably
Yeah,
one of my
well,
favorite plot
maybe
points.
some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, throwing husks around, making shockwaves all over the place. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
Morden mentioned!
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape.
Of course we
Get me back to cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keeps Cerberus from boxing you in.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
I can't believe you and our teacher worked together, Shepard. That's pretty
That guy is like 20 different voice actors in Fallout New Vegas.
I believe it. Oh, nice.
Trolling the Mojave makes me wish I was in a space school.
Sanders, you should have access now.
The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides will be directly above the door.
It's below.
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, really.
It's moderately annoying. The game. This is the one time you do this. Or wait, are they not down here? Fuck. Maybe it is above. I remember there being a point where you shoot something. I don't know, maybe it's one of the terminals up here.
I think I pulled a muscle in my brain.
Just drink your juice. You'll be fine.
Go towards, like, Prangley.
Oh, Prangley?
Is there a terminal up there you can touch now?
What? Could make a fire. You're right. We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
Try to hit the objective button.
It just says find manual overrides.
Son of a bitch. I vaguely remember this being something... Did she say Orion Hall, or did she say the, atrium?
I think she said atrium, I'm not sure.
There's a thing you have to shoot somewhere. From what I remember. It has a health bar, so it's not like a random thing.
Sounds like,
Sounds like a thing I have to Google. Hold on.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
Find manual locks. Mass Effect 3. Manual overrides.
Oh, it's...
Oh yeah, it is up here. Yeah, it's a random terminal.
Hey, you don't go
The thing you have to shoot comes later.
I don't know.
Got it.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead
Yeah.
of you and get a pair
Well,
ready.
this is so ridiculous because for some reason you have to walk up here, touch a terminal, then go downstairs and open this door. It's so asinine.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those those guys from above.
Damn, come on.
Protects the students from direct fire.
Just
Trust me,
time your
it
shots
comes
and
up.
stay safe.
Interestingly enough, there's a couple of choices you have here. So the students have a health bar that represents their barrier strength. If you tell them to do damage, they'll do more damage in the upcoming fights, but they'll take more damage at the same time. I've never had them die or even almost die, but it's kind of interesting in the same sense that like Kirihii, you could tell him to be passive or aggressive.
I've seen firsthand what Cerberus does to people they promise not to harm.
What? You see the scars, Rodriguez? Come on.
You
take
see
a
these
good
scars?
look. Cerberus did this to me when I was half your age. Ugh. Surrender and you're meat on a slab. We're trying to save your asses.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Jack would make a great drill sergeant.
Yeah, I just like seeing that like she's a little softer now. I think it's so interesting of a character development. It's one of the few that happens off screen that I actually kind of like.
Ready for action?
You bastard! Oh. Oh god, I need to get down, get health. Ugh.
Funnily enough, this is the hardest section in the entire game, at least in my opinion. I have not restarted more on my legendary run in any section of Mass Effect across any of the 3 games than this part right here.
Damn.
There's just so many enemies and so little cover.
What the hell? Oh, there's someone down. There's someone down there.
Yeah, you gotta keep going. There's an area next to you too.
Kaylee, we're in the atrium.
Go for taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
Nice one, Cranley.
Speaking of my homie who was molding about Gunbreaker, apparently they're adding enmity to dashes instead. So
okay.
Instead of doing damage, you're gonna use that to tank trade easier, I suppose, is the idea.
I can see that.
Because right now it's kind of hard to get enmity unless you're working together with your primary tank / off tank. Basically the primary tank has to use Shirk. And when you're in a party of randoms, that doesn't always happen.
Yeah. Especially like when you're doing like early game content like Realm Reborn all the way up to like Stormblood, you don't really have to worry about tank swapping that much because a lot of the trials are really like easy and pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, frankly, like the vast majority of content in the game, you can just like button mash shit and like you'll be fine. As a healer, you can complete everything in the game just by hitting the group heal button and doing nothing else. I proved this back in Shadowbringers by finishing the entirety of Shadowbringers main campaign by macroing my actual mouse to just spam my group heal button. And so anytime I would go into content, I would just be spamming group heal and that was it.
You madman. Macroing abilities?
Imagine! Dude, I'm not gonna sit there and spam the button over and over again. I'm not breaking my mouse like that.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals
30.1.
Oh.
Commander Shepard.
David, you know him?
This is it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
From Cerberus.
this is the only effect that Overlord has on the entirety of the franchise.
You did a great
This
job
scene
keeping
plays
yourself.
slightly differently.
The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks much healthier.
I remember you. The Normandy computer. Sorry.
No apology is necessary.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
Yeah, so if you didn't do Overlord, that door just isn't openable through any means. So there you go. There's your reward for finishing Overlord. You get a door in Mass Effect 3.
Hell yeah. I didn't remember who David was until the square root comment.
Yeah. That's interesting. There's some spare loot in here. This is an upgrade for the Mattock, so whatever level you have it at, which was 1, now you have it at level 2. Theoretically, this is one of the few weapons in the game you can get upgraded without actually upgrading it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a couple mods in here.
Looks like there's only one.
I remember there being something else in here. Like, I remember there being an extended barrel or something, but I don't know, maybe I'm just blanking.
Could also be in a different room.
Also possible. But yeah, there you go. That's what you get. I'm not a fan of Overlord, but
Looks
it
like
is what it
schematics
is.
for amp interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
Cerise Council chestplate.
I vaguely remember the Ceres Council stuff being pretty good.
And
You know what time it is. Get rid of the engineer first. I mean, you can do this, but I've never tried this before, actually.
Okay. This is automatically the best thing ever.
Press F.
Oh.
Oh, did it not show it? You do a stomp.
Ah,
yeah, there you go. Yeah, so mechs in this game are kind of weird. You have like 2 times to get them naturally. This is one of them. But at any point when an Atlas spawns, there is a very particular method you can use to hijack it. And it's kind of hard to do unless you know you can do it. But it's something to think about.
God damn.
Yeah, you just explode people into chunks. I love it. You can also fire the autocannon pretty quickly if you just like gas it. There are a few cheese strats you can use here too. If you get out of the Atlas next to one of the enemy spawn points, they can't spawn. So it's one of the ways some people get through this on Legendary. I don't think it's that hard either way, but it's interesting. You'll see a thing later that I'll kind of explain a little more about that with.
Just denying them the ability to jump down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the shields can eat missiles somehow. It's kind of crazy, actually.
I mean, basic cover can also eat the missiles, so I'm not entirely surprised.
Yeah, but like, okay. If some dude with a riot shield managed to eat, like, an RPG round, I would be shocked. Like, I don't know, maybe the SWAT team dudes who use riot shields are built different, but I don't think my wrist would be in the best mood after that.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, so that mech there, if you dismount your mech in front of that door before it opens, straight up, it can't walk through.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, hey, get out of the mech real quick and run over to that one and get into it. You might get an achievement.
No, damn it. Oh, I think I spun like a weird ass. Okay.
Yeah, take your time. Because weirdly enough, I think you might have just accidentally did the thing you need to do to hijack the mech, which would be crazy if this actually works.
No, it says use, but I can't use.
No, he's in position where for some reason you can't get in. That's such a fucking shame.
Damn, reload.
You technically could. It's an achievement that's easier to do on New Game Plus. Basically, if you do enough damage to the cockpit without blowing up, hold on, there's some loot in here. If you check behind you, other side of the room. This is missable stuff that a lot of people miss. Right on your left bench. I think there might be something else in here, but I forget. But yeah, so if you do enough damage to the glass, you can then shoot the pilot directly, which means you can jump into the mech and you get an achievement for it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's usually easier to just kill them, if I'm entirely honest with you. But it's an achievement thing, so naturally I've had to do it.
I'm wondering if I could do some like weird boundary break shit to get this, which probably not gonna happen.
I don't think so. Basically, like, I was talking about the glitch that happens where like he can't walk through the door. It's the same thing, but you can't do it, unfortunately. It is what it is. I cry.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
No!
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Now prepare yourself for one of the best scenes in Mass Effect.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez? Screw you, ma'am!
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
Your decision matters.
Damn right they are.
Get ready for the big leagues, kids.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey, Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
What, does she have a swear jar or something? Because I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
I told you it's one of the best scenes in Mass Effect. It's so good.
Good to see you too, sir. Sir?
Whatever was said is probably so bad that we could not actually view it in very many languages.
Hey, Bloody Saints, thank you for the raid of the party of 4.
Woo! Hello!
I can only imagine what would have happened to the
How's it going, everyone? I'm Beowulf the Bounty Hunter. Beowulf is my name, and Bounty Hunting is my game. I hunt down the baddies of the Badlands, and I head back to my bunker hideout, and I do this.
throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
Hope you guys are doing well. Tonight we're obviously playing more Mass Effect 3. Just finished off the Grissom Academy mission.
Thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Use him as support in your run, Kev? Hell yeah. Maybe whenever I get around to replaying this game on my own time, I'll obviously, you know, be doing shit differently to see how that turns out. But how you doing, Bloody? How you doing, Raiders? Hope your Fridays are going well. Hope you all had a good 4th of July. If you guys celebrate it, what were you playing, Bloody?
You can talk to Hackett if you want.
Commander, have you retrieved the Primarch for your summit?
Yes, sir. But the Asari are staying on the sidelines.
They'll regret that. The time for unity is now.
The Solarians will be there, though.
You don't sound very optimistic.
We expect the Krogan will be joining us, too.
I see. Well, then you've got your hands full, Commander. Was there something else you needed to discuss?
Have you pieced together how the Reapers hit Earth?
It wasn't all that complicated, really. They surged through the relays and hit Arcturus Station before we knew what was happening. From there, it was a short jump to the Sol system. Earth didn't stand a chance.
Sending us to the Mars Archives was a good call.
Still doesn't make up for the fact that the Reapers nailed us to the wall. I sacrificed the entire Second Fleet to provide cover for the Third and the Fifth to retreat. Hell, I presided over the most devastating military defeat in human history.
How do you see us winning this war, Admiral?
By making you the tip of the spear.
I'm flattered, but the Normandy's just one ship.
And a fast one. You can move quickly, hit a target, and leave before the enemy has time to react.
It's an advantage, but can it win a war?
It's the larger principle that matters. We'll never defeat the Reapers in a full frontal assault, Shepard. The battle against Sovereign 3 years ago took everything we had, and that was just one Reaper.
I haven't forgotten.
So I'll find their soft spots, avoid them where they're strong, and hit them where they're not. And when I find gaps in the armor, I'll hammer them with every soldier, ship, and bullet we've got.
How long can we keep that up?
As long as it takes. The reality is, Shepard, everything I'm doing is a delaying action for you. I'm buying us time, keeping us in the game while you gather what we need for this Prothean device. So keep at it.
Let's see, you got the Star, the Massacre on Clavicus Vial, and Ebony Blade. Cool. I'm actually kind of curious, what did you do for your Azura Star? Because there's like there's two ways you can go about the Azura Star quest, and one of them I think probably gets you a better deal, in my opinion. And to answer your question, Kev, we saved Rex in Mass Effect 1.
Has your analysis of the Prothean device turned up anything?
The R appears to be right. It's a weapon of some sort. A big one. Beyond that, we really can't say, other than it's going to be a hell of a thing to try and build.
Do you think it's risky, building something like this when we don't even know what it does?
To be honest, the thing scares the hell out of me. but the Reapers have forced our hand. 2 centuries ago, scientists faced the same problem in the Second World War. They weren't sure what the atomic bomb might do. Some thought it could even ignite Earth's atmosphere, but they did it anyway.
Any updates on Cerberus?
They're still the wild card here. Hitting the archives on Mars suggests they're after the same thing we are. A way to defeat the Reapers.
It didn't seem as if the Elusive Man was suggesting we appease them. Not like Saren did. You'd think we'd be on the same side, now more than ever.
But trying to take Grissom Academy by force tells me they've got an agenda, and that has nothing to do with humanity's best interests.
The Elusive Man talked about controlling the Reapers. He seemed to think that's how we win this.
He's wrong. Dead Reapers are how we win this.
Doesn't mean he won't try.
I saw your report on that Cerberus soldier you found on Mars. If the Elusive Man is good at one thing, it's finding new ways to subvert science. It's never worked for him before, and it won't now.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
So question, is Jack here on the Normandy now?
I don't remember. Hold on. Open up your map. I don't think she is, but you can find her on the Citadel. So this is how you find out where everybody is. You can tab through everything and see where all the peeps are.
No.
I don't think Jack is on.
Darn.
Good. You can find her on the Citadel, though.
Jack doesn't join the crew in 3? Damn.
See the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those
Commander, you may want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory.
Gotcha.
Commander. Sorry, didn't see you there. This is a recording from Ferris Fields. Months ago. I lost a lot of friends that day. I lost my husband. I grieved. Said goodbye, made my peace.
You were talking to him when the collectors hit?
I was organizing construction at a remote station a few clicks south of the main colony. Robert managed to get outside of the field the collectors put up. Instead of running, he called me.
I'm sorry for your loss. He obviously cared a lot about you.
He was afraid I wouldn't let go. But for him, I moved on. Or at least I thought I had. Then the invasion hits, there's no time. And the one thing I grab is this. I mean, what's the point of moving on with your life when everything is going to hell?
Start thinking that way and we've already lost.
Yeah, you're right, but... well, to be honest, I've never felt as alone as I do right now.
We all die alone. In the end, you're defined by what you've done.
Yeah, you're right. But don't worry, Commander. When I'm in that pilot seat, I'm there 100%. I won't fail you. It's just the downtime between missions that's hard, you know?
You can handle it.
Oh, you know what? Oh. Miranda?
Yup. You're gonna want to have a chat with her. It's weird, and I'll explain it later, basically. But if she asks you to have a chat, you can choose to ignore it or talk to her. And it's making a decision despite maybe you not realizing it.
Hmm. Oh, I'm heading down here because I want to... Where's the... Okay, there it is. So, Miranda, we can meet her whenever, I would assume.
Not quite whenever. If you do certain things, you won't be able to talk to her. I won't say much else. Now is not a bad time to go back to the Citadel. There's a decent number of stuff we can drop off, and there's also a decent number of things we can pick up.
Yeah, might as well.
You can also do some shopping if you want to have a shopping episode.
That's also a thing we can do. We have racked up a good amount of money.
We are transferring your docking clearance to an Alliance official.
Figures. Finally back in action, the Alliance already wants us tagged and collared.
Just our way of welcoming you back, Flight Lieutenant.
Yes ma'am, requesting docking permission?
Docking permission granted. Would you like private transport arranged?
I would do no thanks. Because that's how you pick up like the Miranda conversation and a couple other things. I think Allers might also be here now. Miranda's right in front of you.
There you are.
Ah.
Commander Shepard. It's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Doesn't matter now.
Shepard, about Earth.
I'm alright. We'll figure out some way to even the odds. We have to.
Everybody has a weakness. Even the Reapers. I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard? There's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
Good luck.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
I have to figure this out.
You will. Have you had any run-ins with the Elusive Man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't. Why do you think your father was involved in Oriana's disappearance?
I kept careful tabs on my sister. I always knew where she was. For her to just vanish, it could only be him. After I hid her away, I still knew he'd stop at nothing to find her. She's all he has left. I have a hunch what happened, but I'll fill you in when I'm certain.
It's been a long time. What happened to you?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from just about everyone isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
I didn't know.
It's all right. I knew there would be repercussions to walking away from Cerberus.
I imagine. You're a dangerous enemy.
I am.
If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
I've got to get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Right? Plans. I assume the biotic amp interfaces is something we could go to the lab for.
Wait, what? Oh, Huerta, specifically. If you're trying to turn the amps in.
Yep.
You can overhear somebody towards like the back of the hospital talk about it. You can also visit Caden. You might be awake right now. Hold on, look to your left real quick. I think I saw a ghost.
Oh!
Look at him! Look at him!
Boy?
Look at how handsome he is! Look at how he's shadow boxing still.
Earth was under attack. I tried to call. I never got through.
Thane, good to see you staying in shape.
My disease
Yeah, no, Miranda's father's a total dickhead.
It can be delayed for
Yeah.
years. Of course, my allotted time has come.
Now I'm all alone with all my money.
Because it pleases me. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend, Caden. He got hurt protecting me.
The human biotic in intensive care. I saw the marks of an implant.
Yeah.
We have spoken. He seems an honorable sort. Your enemies may try to finish him off here. I will look out for him.
I appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous. Keppel syndrome has put most of my other plans on hold.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
Hit me up on Discord at some point.
That is basically what he said. More, slightly more boomer. Oh, so here's the thing on the Citadel. Based on, so you can pick a side in this morality question, which you'll have to actually like listen to what people are saying to figure out what that is. These can have effects. These may not have effects. I don't think this one has an effect, but some of them do. There are little differences. So mainly like,
President Huerta
I
died of
think
a
that's the
stroke 4
start.
years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
I think this is the loop now.
I know. I'm just trying to hear what they're...
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies.
Yeah, I don't think there's any actual effect to this one. So it's pretty much just, do you think it's tasteless to name a hospital after somebody who isn't technically dead?
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke.
Having a VI drive your body isn't life. Are Reaper husks alive?
You did not just say that.
But it's the same thing, isn't it? He walks and makes noises just like they do.
Fine. I guess I'm just surrounded by zombies.
Thanks. Took her long enough to get the hint.
Welcome to Serta. Be safe.
Delicious and nutritious metagel.
Commander Shepard, good to see you.
Dr. Michelle, it's been a long time. You've come a long way from that small clinic down in the wards.
Because of you, I don't know where I'd be if you hadn't dealt with Fist and his thugs. Now I'm med physician in the Presidium Clinic. You gave me this chance. I assume you're here about Major Alenko.
How is Caden doing?
Stable. There's no evidence of cognitive impairment from the concussion, but multiple shoulder fractures are still on the mend. Bed rest under observation is all that's needed now. I'm sure a visit would be welcomed.
How are your medical supplies holding up?
We're well stocked now, but I can't say I'm not worried about the future. We've posted guards on our reserves. War profiteering has already begun.
This war has left a lot of injured people homeless. How's your center handling the extra load?
We're fine now, but I'm worried. Every hospital on the Citadel is preparing for the worst. I hear the docks are tightly controlled, but we just can't leave people floating out there forever.
With a center of this size, you must have a lot of direct reports.
We've got 12 full-time doctors and over 50 support staff. It can be overwhelming, quite different from my days in the wards.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Palaven. It appears that Turian forces may lose the planet. Primarch Victus has requested a war summit of Council races.
Yes, I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy. They have biotic amp interfaces. I may be able to...
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology. But with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
We have medical ships incoming from Palaven. All staff licensed to treat Turian patients, please remain on call.
I'd like an answer, Major. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
You'll have it soon, Counselor. I promise.
I look forward to it.
Buddy, he's still veteran.
Shepard.
Udina. Hey.
Shepard, hey. You just missed snack time. Actually, that's probably a good thing. Thanks for coming.
No problem. What did Adina want? Still thinking about the Spectre position?
It was a big honor. A huge responsibility. Just need to be sure.
I got you this.
Wow, thanks, Shepard. That's really great.
Just a little pick-me-up.
Maybe when I'm out, we can crack it open and celebrate. I am so ready to get out of here, Shepard. You can't tell, but I'm tied to this bed by medical red tape. I mean, Doc says I'm good to go, but then she always finds just one more test to run.
You doing okay?
My implant got a little rattled, so Doc just wants me to keep the biotics offline for a bit. It's really no big deal.
Need me to break you out?
I'll let you know.
I'm glad you asked me to come. It's good to see you're gonna be okay.
Thanks.
You almost died on my watch. It was horrible to see.
I want you to be straight with me then. So I just want to make sure, after Mars, after Horizon, you and me, we're good.
We've been through hell together, had each other's backs. That kind of bond is hard to break.
No, not just that. You were my commander, sure, but you listened, too. We went through Ash's death together.
Yeah. We did.
So what do you say? Are we good?
We're good. It was great to have you back on the Normandy.
Thanks.
Feel like we've cleared the air?
For like 20 seconds.
I'm not sure that I've been wrong about Cerberus, but I've been wrong about you. I should let you get back to the Normandy. Wish I could come with you.
Take care of yourself, Caden. We need you at 100%.
Will do. Thanks for coming.
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
You can replace my leg, right?
But clone tissue replacement takes months.
Alright, where is Bryson at? Alien Medigel formula. Doctor on the Citadel needs new Medigel formula created specifically for aliens.
Destination.
Alright,
Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu.
let's head over to the embassies.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
I can't take your word on this. I fully understand the situation. Of course I read through the names of the dead every day, but... Please! Please. A few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply. I am Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
Cool.
Good morning. Oh, hello,
God damn. Still can't buy anything. Also, Knight, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Okay, I was just wondering, because you were silent for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't have any like comments or fun facts to spew right now. Oh, I think you can talk to that Solarian dude back there and get a quest. If you haven't.
Walked over there. I did. Oh.
Commander Shepard, John Dumbao, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may
You should do this.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Also, you might want to drop a hard save. This quest tends to bug out, even in Legendary Edition. It's weird.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto.
Oh!
After her for years.
Kasumi?
What? Kasumi Goto? I don't know who that is.
Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
I only need her data. I admire her personally, and since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting.
I'm tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So, remember when you helped me get KG's grey box from Donovan Hawk? The one with information that could start a war?
I thought we destroyed that information to keep you safe.
There were enough clues left for me to piece things together when I got curious. It was big enough to leak it to Bao. If you don't mind me tagging along cloaked, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it.
Cool. Spectral level access codes can bypass privacy settings and track financial data, transit records, and personal communications for all employees in the Hanar embassy. To avoid triggering surveillance countermeasures, embassy files must be accessed on site. Nav points of consoles or access points with relevant information will be tagged on the Spectre's Omni tool. Oh.
Oh, yeah, authorize that. Also authorize that, and everything else is fine. Don't authorize everything in there. It can lead to bad things happening.
On it.
Bao's got a good plan. Hanar are predictable. Anything suspicious in their terminal use should narrow down our list of suspects.
So you approve of Bao?
Absolutely. He's a good Spectre. The galaxy needs more like him.
And the fact that he's trying to arrest you?
Well, nobody's perfect.
I love Kasumi. This mission is so much more lame if you don't have the import from Mass Effect 2. Kasumi's just not here. So there's just this random Solarian man who you like do a mission investigating the Hanar with, and Kasumi has nothing to do with it. That thing there continues the Kasumi quest.
Bao,
Now you have to go to a different part of the Citadel.
Malone's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Haloon. I'll pull his bio.
I'll check Oloon's personal records and pull his recent messages.
Can I just note how odd it is for a Hanar to have a mistress?
You know, if Bao catches up with you, I can grant you immunity.
What, if I join up? Last time I did that, you wrote me into a suicide mission.
I didn't say you had to join up.
You were working your way around to it.
I don't know what you're talking about. So do we have to go to a different area in the embassies, or just another area in the Citadel?
I can't remember exactly where it is. I have to look it up every time. It's either you can't touch that anymore. It's either the docking bay or it's the storage area with the refugees. Hanar tracking Mass Effect 3. Let me just look it up. Honestly, it's just easier this way. Talk to him. You touch the thing. Touch the thing. Where is it? The next terminal can be found just outside the elevator to the docks holding area. So go to the docks holding area.
I'm sorry, there's a keeper in my way.
Yeah. He's sitting here like, move, bitch. Get out the way.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select
Yep.
Holding area, yep.
And it's like right by the entrance, so touch that. And then
Some heavy lobby.
same area, you gotta go further back.
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kage. I'll check transit records for incoming Hanar.
It all comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Would you rather the Reapers win?
And I owe you for getting Cage.
There's one of those little Mora dilemmas behind you. This one does affect war assets.
I can't infiltrate a Reaper party and steal a big I win bomb.
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money. The wards are already at capacity for refugees. There's just no room.
You let Asari in here earlier.
That's back when we had space.
Where is my family supposed to go?
I don't know, all right. But they can't land here.
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out.
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family
So here's an example of Mass Effect 3's gray morality.
Thank you.
Thank you so that's much. A choice you actually get punished for.
Really now?
Yeah, your Citadel war asset just got decreased. Basically, CSEC is letting so many people into the Citadel now that they can't handle it effectively. It's straining too many resources. So it's the right choice from... that's a side quest you can turn in.
I recovered your pillars of strength from the Kite's Nest. Waiting in Bay D24.
Yeah, so it sucks to push people away, but at the same time, theoretically, there's an argument to be made over that being a good thing sometimes. Because life on the Citadel might not actually be as good as people think it is right now. The harpoon gun's pretty fun if you want to play with it.
I'm gonna buy some mods.
There's a lot of like niche guns in Mass Effect 3, where like you either really like them or you won't like them at all. And the harpoon gun's kind of one of them. There's your Terminus armor.
Cool.
I don't know if you want to use that again.
Please observe all cast restrictions when making a purchase.
I'll probably save the Terminus stuff for later.
Yep.
I like how we could basically just get bayonets now on our guns.
Yeah. You actually kind of melee with them too. It's pretty cool.
Disgraced? Fuck you.
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Bao. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
He never could pass up a good fight. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
See, Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I'm touched.
Speaking of Garrus, he's right there.
Let's check on those Metagel supplies.
Oh.
Yeah. A neat little detail. Garrus is just vibing on the Citadel, helping manage refugees whenever you're here.
That's cool.
Yeah. I think it's real cool to see him like officially step up into a position of
We
leadership.
convinced the council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time. A single Reaper can destroy 9 or 10 of them in one attack.
That's not war, it's slaughter.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
I won't lie. It's been rough.
Well, don't forget to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
You have a copy of a Shepard VI?
Oh yeah, the one based on that war hero.
The one based on me?
Soda over the hardware.
Yeah, if you remember during Thane's mission, it was mentioned that Mouse was selling Shepard VIs.
Good to meet you. I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy.
It doesn't even look anything like me. They got the nose wrong.
Extranet says you're Alliance military. Take care of yourself out there, officer. There's nothing this galaxy can't beat if we all work together. Except the Reapers. Ever see the size of one of those things? My personality matrix can predict what the real Commander Shepard would say with 7% accuracy. I come pre-installed with a flight sim of the SSV Normandy. Got any pets?
I love the idea of like Microsoft Flight Simulator in this universe being the Normandy.
Always nice to see you. Hey again. Anyone ever tell you you're one hell of a looker, soldier? Don't be a stranger.
I
God.
don't sound like that, do I?
We just got a report that another ship made it off the dock.
Huh.
Many on board. That's all. Let's find some room.
So are we heading back up to the embassies?
Yep, if you want to do bow stuff.
Okay. Might as well.
Welcome, Commander. One moment, please. Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Oh wait.
Spectre status recognized.
Was I supposed to go back up here? It's not.
I think you have to go back over to where he was before. Or is he not over there?
Wait, hold on. What's it say now?
It doesn't update. This is a complaint that's existed since Mass Effect 3 first launched. Hold on. Hit M. Try going into the Spectre.
I just came out of there.
Can you check the console?
It didn't.
Yeah, it's the reason why I had you save. Sometimes this mission bugs the fuck out. Hold on. Hanar tracking Mass Effect 3. Where is the little shit?
I can't remember what Bao said in the docking bay, so.
Near the office suite on the Citadel Embassy's floor. Bao should be up here.
Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough. That could be it.
Well, let me see if I can Bao spawn ME3.
Maybe there's a terminal I didn't hit?
By the glass doors to the left. Wild. Supposedly he should be on the left close to that other terminal. So the best advice I can give is either try reloading the autosave or reloading your hard save and try speedrunning this again. I do the autosave for now. Maybe he just didn't spawn. Yeah, this quest is still kind of buggy, despite Legendary Edition. This is one of the quests that was known for being horrifically broken on release.
Oh, I did have this. Okay, hold on. I'm just doing this just to have the conversation done with.
Yep.
More dead. We'll need a morgue soon. They're called Reapers. Well, there's a lot.
Oh.
Here's the correspondence. If there's any mention of soul names.
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Soul name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the...
Oh, did you have to touch the thing again?
Yeah.
Bizarre.
So he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Pacific.
Yep, there he is.
Zemandis?
Or should I say, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair?
It seems this one has been apprehended, but confinement is irrelevant. The work of the Enkindlers cannot be stopped. Why are you trying to help the Reapers? We obtained information regarding the Enkindlers from classified sources. The Enkindlers? You mean the Protheans? Yes. As you are aware, Commander Shepard, the Protheans eventually became the Collectors, and the Collectors served the Reapers. Ugh. You have got to be kidding me. Therefore, as a faithful servant of the Enkindlers, we too must serve the Reapers. You big, stupid jellyfish.
You know,
I support religious freedom for all species, but that's just crazy.
That does not matter. When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen sapients, the galaxy will bear witness. I don't think the Enkindlers are going to be doing anything today. Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single virus, which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Help him! I'll handle this!
Kasumi, you couldn't knock the guy down? Oh, there we go.
Got it. Upload's disabled.
Funnily enough, if you didn't get Kasumi, you have to choose between saving Joram and bad shit happening.
She was here the entire time.
Which is weird.
She was
Like,
an old
basically, you
friend.
choose the Spectre or
I intended
civilians.
to arrest her.
She helped me take down the Collectors, and she just gave her life to save the Hanar home.
Wait, so she just fucking died?
Point taken.
Yes!
It was an honor to work with you, Shepard. When the time
Absolutely!
comes, I'll be there to return the favor, with a few friends.
He just left without looking for the invisible body. Kasumi's dead as fuck.
You can come out now.
Ah, okay. Man, color me fooled.
Lucky guess.
Yeah.
There's no way you're recruiting me to fight in a galactic war.
The Crucible Project needs technical experts.
I like how she's, like, basically the only character that directly
Because the
calls
best
you
thing for the
out.
galaxy is
You
that
are
the
not
hackers
going to
know
recruit
than
me to
anyone.
fight another
They
war.
could use your help. And think of it. All that expensive tech just lying around. It's not like they're gonna check your pockets at the end of the project.
You say the nicest things. All right. I'm in. And Shep. Nice working with you again.
Cool.
Yeah, I do like that mission. This introduces you to the idea that, sometimes main characters will just be in random ass side quests.
Cool. Better than the first. So, what other areas of the Citadel do we still need to go through? Oh, let's go to Purgatory. That's a sentence I don't usually say often.
Now arriving at ward level Purgatory.
They were refugees. Damn it, it's not like they had much left to start with. Lost their homes, their loved ones, and some Connors.
Citadel Rapid Transit. Oh. Oh! So that's how we can get to Bryson.
I know people are complaining. We're doing what we can with what we've got here, but
Yeah, we were able to save everyone on the suicide mission Mass Effect 2, so... Ooh.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally? Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out. I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me. I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari consulate.
Greetings, Arya. Is there something you need?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
Of course you are. Done. What else can I do for you?
Nothing. Thank you.
My pleasure.
I think we're done here. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. You will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
If it were me, I'd want revenge.
Glad to see we think alike. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all three groups. I just need you to close the deals.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect. Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Cool.
Morale is pitiful. The troops need something to bring back their fighting spirit.
Commander Shepard, maybe I can help. The banner of the 1st Regiment is waiting for you at Bay D-24.
The banner of Commander Shepard. I owe you a drink. Thank you. We'll hold that banner proudly as we take our
Oh, hey, James.
Commander, nice to see you down here in the dirt with us grunts.
Yeah, he's vibing.
You don't think I like getting dirty?
Whoa, now, come on. I didn't mean anything by it, loco.
Uh-huh. What'd you mean then?
See those Marines over there? None of them officers, just soldiers fighting the war.
Yeah?
They've been buying me drinks all night. You know why? Same reason they got all quiet and serious when you walked in.
You don't seem intimidated by me in the least.
In fact, you could use a little more deference. Sure, but I've fought with you. I've seen you in action. Now, don't get me wrong, you're good. Probably one of the best.
Probably.
But I know you're human. Just like me.
But not them?
Nope. Hell, I still remember the day they made you the first human Spectre. I watched it on the vids, just like all of them. But to them, you're still larger than life.
Maybe I should expect it. There aren't a hell of a lot of people who've done what I have.
And now they get to meet you in the flesh. You should buy them around. It'll impress them.
I like the way you think, Lieutenant.
Compadres! Hey! The commander would like you to have a drink. On him. So here's to us.
Who's like us? Damn few. And they're all dead.
It's an honor meeting you, Commander.
Thanks. But we're all in this together. Every one of us has a part to play.
True enough. Cheers.
Cheers.
Not bad, loco. I was hoping you'd know that one.
Thanks for the warning.
Thanks for the drink.
Anything interesting up here? Hey, you know what? It's cool seeing the bartender get down at the very least. I just imagine the bartender dancing and the person's like, can I get a drink?
It should be the shepherd dance too, or the awkward little side
No,
shuffle.
you know what it's gotta be? It's gotta be the fucking asylum dance from VTMB. Let's go meet Dr. Bryson. Oh.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley? Could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
That's an interesting goal, but is anyone doubting the Reapers exist these days?
The Alliance is still desperate for intelligence. Reaper motives, their operational tactics. Anything that can give us an edge.
And how did you wind up in charge?
When the rest of the galaxy says something doesn't exist, I take that as a chance to prove that it does.
So you're in it for the challenge?
For the truth. Even as late as 2148, humanity still thought aliens were a myth. That was within my lifetime.
Oh shoot, this is the Leviathan DLC.
Reapers were part of that reality too.
But even they have a history, Commander. If we could just uncover it, there may be a weakness we can exploit.
Could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war.
We can run Leviathan. Usually I recommend doing this as one of the last things you can do, because it reveals a lot, but it's fine. I forgot you threw the iPad at him!
My location, now!
That's such a funny ass scene.
Darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a CSEC alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine. But I could use your help sorting this out, Edie. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You just shot your boss. He's dead. Why?
After you arrived, it was dark, cold, like I was somewhere else. That wasn't me.
Take a good look. You did that. You pulled the trigger and killed him.
No. No. I couldn't have. No! I'm not a murderer.
So someone else pulled that trigger?
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it. Get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, sir.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
I see Bryson's point. Anything capable of bringing a Reaper down is worth finding.
Despite the potential dangers it could pose, I would agree.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this project travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No, but we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Leviathan DLC could be done as soon as it opens up. What you really want to do is the last Citadel DLC.
So yes, you can do Leviathan now. Leviathan explains the entire lore behind the Reapers. Which is why I think it's weird and bullshit that they put it this early. Because it basically explains the plot of Mass Effect as a franchise. And it's weird that it's the first thing you're allowed to do, basically. Like, your goal right now is to go mess with the Krogan, and, like, there's way more important stuff that happens later. But you get a random email saying you should go mess with scientists that might have a lead on the Reapers.
These are all areas in which the accused lacked a known motive
I don't know.
and claimed memory loss.
It is what it is.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think
We can
Garneau
do
was
it.
following
It's
the trail of
entirely
Blackout
possible.
Grimes?
It's a fun DLC. I just prefer saving it for later.
Dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
Because the lore reveals are really big.
Here's the time and date chart.
And I think it makes more sense naturally as a thing you do later.
Fair enough.
Adding a search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
It's like one of the few things I'm not a fan of. So basically, you can get a bunch of search result like things, and you'll put out those little beacons, and your end result is going to line up with a certain set of stars, which corresponds to your actual galaxy map. And your actual galaxy map is then like you go investigate those areas and see what you can find.
Gotcha.
Or one area, wink, if you actually solve the puzzle here.
The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Like conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivate life to evolve along lines they could predict. Using technology the Reapers controlled, the Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as a manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims the Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Bryson was tracking unexplained.
We don't know what it is, but it probably does something similar.
Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. EDI, Can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the galaxy map.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample. With traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need ESO?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding the search filter now.
Looks like data on the Rachni.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, Edie?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. We saw a data pad containing data on Rachni movements earlier. It may be relevant. The Rachni data.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding it now.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Says you, Edie.
Hey now. Alright.
By Anne Bryson.
Daughter stuff.
Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there, unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
Ah.
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Oh, cool. There's a random pistol mod out here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them littered around this little lab area.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search
So you gotta
parameters may
pull
be
some
irrelevant.
things.
I know. I'm just gonna pull all of them to see what we get first, and then.
Oh, that's
0
fair.
deposits.
I think there's one more. There might be two more.
No results. Some of our search parameters
Look to your
may
right.
be irrelevant.
Waddle over that way. You see that Prothean thing? Yeah, that's the
Oh.
Prothean thing.
Yes.
I think there's one more, but there might only be
We
5.
have much to discuss.
I don't remember what the
Can
last
you add
one
a
is off
search
the top of my
filter
head.
for locations known to have Prothean ruins or artifacts?
Doing so now.
Alright.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alright. So, Blackout Crimes just sounds weird and irrelevant to the whole thing.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Element 0 deposits.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
We may have to, because it looks like there should be 6. I'm only saying that because if you look at where patron sightings are, it seems like, yeah, there's...
Yeah, you are missing one. You're missing one of them, is what I'll say. And it's one that you need, which is the...
Sir, this is Bryson.
There you go.
We know the Reapers are Leviathan.
Yeah, it's one of them that you need.
Could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands,
it won't.
If it falls into the wrong hands.
The decryption key's safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. What the hell does that mean?
Oh, okay, they're on the drawings then.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. By Anne Bryson. Age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis. But I detect no trace of the decryption key in this... art. Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute.
Art!
We'll take a look at that.
Oh my god, it's my IP address!
Use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
Alright, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
I love how stupid Mass Effect is sometimes, honestly. It's one of my favorite franchises.
Decryption complete. Analyzing data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Of course.
Okay.
Reaper activity?
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Arachnite activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. No results. Some of our search parameters may be...
Oh. Okay, so I see that location. So...
Reaper activity?
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 3 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Prothean artifacts.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant. 3 possibilities.
Arachnite activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters...
I wish I could skip that.
3 possibilities.
Element 0 deposits.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Hell yeah. first I wanted to explore the rest of the Citadel.
That sounds really important and all, but...
Well, we still gotta go through the Presidium.
True.
Top of that, we still got the mercenary stuff we need to get through. You know what's funny? I named this part because I thought we were going to do Shrine Abyssal, and I still have not even done it.
Yeah, I don't know if we even have the Shrike Abyssal, weirdly enough.
Then why would it be listed on my journal then? That's my question.
Well, like I said, you get some quests early, so you can do it later, but I don't think you've unlocked the Shrike Abyssal yet.
Hey Vincent, how's it going, dude?
Hello.
Well, I'm only on this early because it's not a work night, so when I'm on my days off, I try to stream earlier in the day. Hope your day is going well.
I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he deployed, and if I pretend to be happy over the vid, it's not.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic. Dave and Graham go to the...
This is one of the ones that matters.
Oh, and Orion's always buying mods for his shotgun.
The one he's never even fired? I love our friends, but we are not combat material.
I can't sit around watching what's happening to Earth anymore.
So, you want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic.
The only thing I don't like about these decisions is it's not usually clear what Shepard is like actually making a choice on. If you want, I can kind of explain some of these and the logic behind them. But it's up to you.
The Alliance can use your help. There's plenty of non-combat roles.
Thanks. Who was that?
I'm pretty sure that was the right decision. Basically, instead of joining the military and getting shot to death, they choose to do other things, and that changes your, I think, Citadel Defense Force war asset. And it gives you a couple points. We don't have the Citadel Defense Force yet. You gotta get to...
Oh, wait! That's fucking, Wait, Reckoner. Isn't this, isn't that Kingdoms of Amalur thing? Because I know Amalur had, N7 inspired armor in that game.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I don't know that.
Blood Dragon, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I like that. I like the stats on that.
Grab it if you want.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I don't think melee damage boosts Nova, which is kind of sad.
Oh, hold on, we're buying fish.
Fish! You can buy an aquarium VI in this game, which lets your fish get fed.
Might as well.
Thank you for shopping at Kanala Exports. Overcharged. Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Oh yeah, there's the aquarium VI. Man, you could just straight up buy Cerberus armor here. Damn.
Yeah, that's one of the carryovers from Mass Effect 2. It's the assault armor from Mass Effect 2.
Ooh.
The Rhaegar is pretty fun too. I really like the Rhaegar. All the guns here are pretty good. The Blood Pack Punisher is the best SMG in the game up until you get to the Hurricane.
I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks like an Orc 40k weapon.
Yeah, it looks awful. I hate everything about its design. But it's also like one of the best SMGs in the game. It's kind of weird.
Oh, let's see, rapid transit.
Yep, let's teleport around.
Anybody got anything? Oh, hey, Liara.
Still working?
One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. The last time I saw the Presidium, remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked?
I barely got to see the Presidium before half of it got crushed.
And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can.
Such as?
EZO, heavy arms, mercenary groups.
Practical. I like it.
You can get started by talking to the Volus Barlavan in his office. He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us.
Oh, Edie, just also casually walking around.
Yeah, Joker should be there too, if you want to chat with him. One of the subplots of Mass Effect 3 is whether or not you convince Edie and Joker to date.
That's hilarious. I like it.
It's incredible. Yeah.
You look like you're gathering data.
That is a safe assumption.
Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality exist? That kind of thing?
I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior.
A little slight wave.
Attachment to me. He has not stated it to anyone yet. Shepard, you have first-hand sexual experience.
That's a loaded question there, Edie.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. I absolutely love like all of the interactions between Joker and Edie in this game.
They'll usually show signs they can't stop thinking about you. You know, asking you out, giving you presents, maybe playing music.
I lack material wants other than hardware and software upgrades, and my core programming does not assign values to music. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment.
That's not how to think of it. It's got to be natural. You need chemistry.
Why would sodium hydroxide help me here?
There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state.
No, I mean...
Edie really just saying, man, I could go buy Viagra.
Like humor.
Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon.
Edie, the important thing is to have a good time wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too.
Then the outcome is an unknown quantity, but you are saying I should attempt it anyway.
Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave.
I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
I would like to think, like, anytime somebody says something, Edie goes into, like, a little pause screen where she calculates, like, 20 different, like, visual novel-esque responses to any situation. Her dialogue wheel is just 50 options that she tries to pick through.
She's got the branching pathways and which one will lead to the best outcome.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news! The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on Quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
When big events shake up the galaxy, people cling to what's familiar.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It's better than riots in the streets.
I guess. I just wish there were a middle ground. You know, a little less gardening advice, a little more war prep.
It'll happen. Once there's something people can do to help.
Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. thanks to Vrolic syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
Ah, she's earned a little shore leave.
Remember when Joker used to hate Edie's entire existence?
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop.
Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Model Citadel, I'll buy that. It's the last bit of money I got, basically. Collector armor. Jeez.
Yeah. You don't start with any of the DLC stuff that you had in Mass Effect 2. You have to buy it back if you want it at all. It's impossible to get everything in one run, so be kind of choosy in what you pick up.
Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that.
Yeah. At one point I did the exact math because I'm a fucking nerd. But Legendary Edition changed a lot, so I'm not entirely sure how many runs it would take you to get everything in the game. This guy is a meme that we did not run into. Every single time, this guy is in every Mass Effect game. He is one of the few characters that is in every Mass Effect game directly. Every time you see him, he is on the Citadel trying to get a refund from one of the shops on the Citadel.
Oh, yeah.
So if you support him now, he can finally get his fucking refund after like 12 straight years of trying.
You're not on my appointment list, and you don't have a receipt.
Or you can keep him on his eternal quest by supporting the sales clerk.
Look, he's not gonna leave. The sooner you refund him, the sooner you go home.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get this over with. Here, I sent
Yeah, this is one of those decisions that seems like really just incidental and pointless. It's just one of those like goofy little trivia things where like if you know, you know.
That's funny.
I love it so much. Like just the idea that you can get to a point where you finally get him his refund in the third game.
So I got a little side quest for heating unit stabilizers.
Mm-hmm. Solarian egg clutches, am I right? We had to do this before.
Thinking of going? Sanctuary.
Gnarl. Oh, is Gnarl one of the mercenaries?
Yes, I believe so.
I've seen Palaven burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares in Walk fine, but I'm not selling financial VIs while my homeworld bleeds.
Okay, let me think. We could repurpose the VIs for upgraded targeting solutions.
Right. We'd be able to use it to financial VIs.
Nice. Alright, Gnarl, where the hell are you at? Probably in here.
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
If this goes wrong, it's your ass.
Quiet.
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard. Want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice. Don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
Hell yeah. Alright, I've got I kind of want to figure out where that Volus is that Liara was talking about.
Oh, Bar Levon. Go to the elevator area. And he's like straight back. Just keep following the path. He's standing behind the counter up here.
Oh, gotcha.
Yep. This guy was the guy in Mass Effect 1 that's like, hey, I could do your shady bank account information if you'd like me to.
Commander Shepard. It's been some time. Bar Levon and
Yeah, Mass Effect 3 brings back a lot of characters that you met for like 15 minutes one time.
And an acquaintance of Admiral Anderson. I admire the courage it took for him to stay and fight on your home world.
You used to be an agent for the Shadow.
I still am. The broker has been exceedingly busy lately. A team of his guards have become stranded in a Reaper-controlled territory. Rescue the guards, and they're yours. The Shadow Broker fully supports your efforts against the Reapers.
I appreciate the information.
Just don't wait too long to act on it. The Reapers are advancing all too quickly. Come see me once you've completed the extraction. I'll be in my office a while longer. The galactic market is in considerable flux.
Hell yeah.
The economy is in shambles.
Jesus, so much. Alright, Blue Sun, Citadel Refugee Camp. Okay.
Yep, so that means you gotta go to the docking bay. The Eclipse, you have to go talk to Bailey.
Yep, I know. I figured that one out.
We're gonna commit a little bit of corruption! Woo!
Go to the holding areas first, get the Blue Suns.
Hey Bailey, baby girl, I need you to release a dangerous criminal. What's the worst that could happen? Shrug.
You can trust me, right? I'm Commander Shepard.
If it was anybody else, I'm pretty sure Bailey would just shoot you. I'm gonna be real.
Probably would.
If it was literally a single other person.
Where is...
I think it's like towards there. Or it might be towards the back near Garrus.
Probably.
I thought he was in the Batarian camp, but he might not be.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Arya's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence.
We know Oraka.
Losing him won't affect your war.
He was from the first game.
You
remember the guy who was drunk in the bar and complaining about the consort? The Asari consort?
Oh, I believe so, yeah.
That's that same dude.
Okay.
He sobered up after you talked to him, and now he's back to being like actually a useful military guy. And it's annoying to gang members.
Love it. Commander Shepard taking out the Blue Suns trash, huh? That Arya is sure something special. Oh, and Tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
Oh.
Yeah, she has some comments about that.
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Araka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
No need to candy coat it, Arya.
Aw, Shepard, you think you know me so well.
I just don't see why you couldn't tell me the details yourself.
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned...
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
I'm telling you, dude, Arya very quickly became my favorite character in this game. Like, I liked her from the second game. Arya in Mass Effect 3 is just so fucking funny.
Alright, so where's General Araka at again?
So he is back in the Presidium, like, merchant area.
Gotcha.
He's sitting on a bench, in front of that cafe that Liara is sitting at. Yes, I do have all of these quests memorized. I've played way too much of this game.
Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
There's two ways to resolve this. If you don't want to do a bunch of fetch quests, you can just tell Arya to shoot the guy. Or we can go do a fetch quest, which requires us to leave the Citadel and come back. There he is. Look at him. He's so cute.
General Araka. I think we met in Korra's den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean, reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding C-Sec weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
So I assume in order to avoid him getting killed, I'll get weapons for you.
Yep.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through. We've got to keep
Because how I'm seeing is that if I have Arya kill, I was thinking of this, you know, while also thinking about like the war assets and all that. So if I get Araka,
go back, the way you came.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut you off, but you're heading in the opposite direction. Down next to the double shop. So go down that path and keep following it back. Keep going, keep going. I think it's the guy on the left up here, behind the counter you got to talk to. Yep, there you go. Sorry, you were saying?
I was thinking about the war assets when when talking to him, because like if I get him killed, then it could lower. I'm thinking it would lower war assets because it's a general of the Citadel killed. But since I'm keeping him alive while also still providing him weapons while also getting a mercenary group, that's increasing odds. That's how I see it.
I don't remember if killing Araka lowers your war assets. I don't think keeping him alive gives you any.
I'm authorized to sell.
It's possible it lowers it. I don't know every war asset interaction besides what to do to get the most war assets. Generally speaking, Araka's a guy you know though. I like saving him even in Renegade playthroughs. Especially because I think it's nice to see characters who
Whatever
like
happens, I figure there'll be
have had
survivors,
actual
there'll be
character
chaos.
arcs,
I'm
even
benefiting
though
from working on
they're
barter system.
NPCs.
So I'm getting a jump.
When you met this
My
dude in the
Delta Belt
first game,
only
he was a
trades for hard goods
fucking
and
wreck.
artifacts with real value.
And now he's actually like kicking ass and taking names again, and like he's just a good person. And I think that's so cool.
These weapons are for the war. If you don't do your part, I could make your life very unhappy.
I'm sure you could. But even if you rough me up or kill me, my partners won't release the weapons without my okay. If you find any rare pieces when you're out saving the galaxy, bring them back. Then I'm happy to share my top stock with C-Sec, no problem. Outside of that, I gotta stick to my guns.
Literally. Yeah, so now you gotta go do a side quest and go get a thing.
Okay.
It comes up when you're scanning. I don't remember the exact location off the top of my head. I can go look it up if we need. But yeah, it's not super important that we get this done as soon as possible. Just be sure you don't talk to Araka and accidentally get him shot. Because that is an option now at any point. You can just say screw this and get him killed.
Well, we're gonna go meet Commander Bailey first.
Yep. This is gonna bring you back to this Presidium again. we have done this in like the most inefficient way humanly possible, and I think that's funny, but I'm not gonna say anything.
It's funnier that way.
Shepard, to
Yeah.
what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk about you releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business. Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
This is bigger than Sedaris or you or me. The Council's orders must be obeyed.
No, I hear where you're coming from, but this is cut and dry. I'll tell you what, if you meet her and honestly think she should be released, I'll do it. Go to the C-Sec outpost and my assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
Alright, so we're heading back to the Presidium?
Yep. You know where Eggman was? When I made that comment, you're heading there. So stick to like the upper level area and then follow that back.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
Oh.
Now
Alright, so wait, where? Left?
No, right. Keep following that back. And at the end, you're gonna hitch a left and then go down the stairs. And it's that, like, room right in front of you that doesn't have anything else of importance in it.
Oh, okay.
I've connected with Jonas Sedaris and her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course.
I love how this random dude just knows who you are, like, on site.
I mean, you gotta be a fool to not know Commander Shepard.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
It'd be smart to bury the threat, Sedaris.
I'll toss them into the caskets with my victims. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes, Sane, my second in command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, walls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
So, this is a choice that is purely based on your own conscience. If you do, I'll find another solution. The blatantly pure evil person told you she has a second in command who could take over if only he had the balls or cough somebody to make him have the balls. However, you can also just release her here and you'll finish the quest, and technically it has plot implications, but it doesn't change the game at all. It's just based on like your own morality.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
That's the canon choice, I think, even for Renegade Shepard, because she threatened Renegade Shepard? Motherfucker is gonna kill her himself. Like.
All right.
So, yeah, again, these don't update, which is really annoying. Mass Effect 2 did it. I don't know why Mass Effect 3 doesn't, but, well, it's because it's rushed. You're gonna go, to the holding docks area. So not D24, but the docks.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
And down here, you're gonna want to find this Solarian who's sitting on the floor. I forget which container section he's in. I think it's the second one, but I think if you bring up your map, he'll show up. No, he's in Garrus's section. Yeah, he'll just be a dude sitting on the floor, looking like a loser.
What about the food we were promised?
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Arya came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
I get it. I released Sedaris so you can take her down and assume control of the gang.
What? What are you...
It's brilliant. You'd earn Arya's respect instantly.
Yeah. You see right through it. And then I'd make the deal with Arya. Right?
Exactly. You've got
I love the right at the end, like, yeah?
Right. Yeah, that's the plan. Let Sedaris out of jail. She won't be breathing free air for long.
Good man.
Man, he just goes back to slouching on the ground. What a fucking bitch.
Arya makes a comment later about like, man, I basically have full control over the Eclipse now. Thanks, Shepard. That's dope.
Wait, hold on. There's a door back here. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's
you
just
can
like...
walk through that now. That's just environmental stuff. Listen to this. Don't go through the elevator.
She won't be a threat to anybody.
Something tells me I don't want to know, but I trust you.
I'll release her today. Sure hope you don't come to regret this.
So we're heading back to the Presidium, or...?
I'm pretty sure you just go talk to Arya, and then I think that finishes the quest.
I'll save it just in case.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Ward Level Purgatory.
Man, I hate the world too, man.
This is such a small thing in games, but I like that when you're outside of the club, the music is quieter, and then when you go in, it stops being muffled.
Look who's here. So what's on your mind, Shepard?
Now you can ask her...
Falling in line?
With Grill in charge, where all systems go. It's his voice, but my words. Couldn't have asked for a better puppet. The Blood Pack have committed 2,000 Vorcha to the cause. They'll make up the bulk of the army.
How do you plan on taking Omega back?
I think I'm going to employ violence. I'm gonna slap Omega right out of the elusive man's greedy little hands.
What have we gained by having the Eclipse at our disposal?
A ton of mechs and elite troopers for stealth operations. Sane has turned out to be more malleable than Jonas Sedaris ever was. My control of Eclipse runs even deeper than I expected. You surprised me by taking such agency in the matter.
What's new with you?
That's supposed to be funny? Let's see. I've lost Omega. I got C-Sec eyes all over me, and I'm holed up in this poor excuse for a nightclub. Can't even get Novarian rum here. In other words, I'm in hell.
Sounds like you have a lot to worry about. I'll get out of your hair.
You're quite the comedian today. We'll be seeing each other soon, Shepard.
There's very few times when Mass Effect brings it up directly. I do love that just like every other alien race is really fucking confused by human sayings. Like, I'll get out of your hair. Haha, Shepard, I don't have hair. Cool.
Alright, so the Blue Sun stuff, how do we get through that?
If you want to do that right now, let me find where we have to go to get the thing. Prothean artifact, Blue Suns, ME3. Aria Blue Suns,
Armor from your fans, oh. Used to be stationed in Rhode Island. I don't know how they found it. They left a note saying you'll need this more than we do. Oh, okay. So
oh yeah, that's for buying the Reckoner Knight stuff.
All right, cool. I'm actually gonna head down and equip that.
Kite's Nest, Vana, in the Vular system.
Okay.
Is where we need to go.
That looks cool. I like that. Not as big of a health boost as I would really like, but
yeah. Health doesn't matter a ton because now they've segmented it into bars, which means you just like never want to lose health to begin with.
Oh, actually, before I do anything,
feed the fish. Look at the little ham.
Adorable.
They've named him Hamtaro.
Oh, right.
Go to the Kite's Nest.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna check something right quick. The Cerberus
Oh,
lab.
you can go to the Shrike Abyssal, by the way.
Where's that?
Far left, upper left. We won't have lied. Upper left.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there you go. See, we can get there if we want.
Okay, so we got so much.
Oh, interesting fun fact off of the wiki that I didn't know. Darner Vosk is played by the same guy that did Varric from Dragon Age.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay,
honestly,
so I think so. I do kind of want to get this one out of the way because Barlavon did. Why not?
You can't go to the Krogan DMZ until after you do Sarkesh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, you get some stuff early. He makes it seem like it's really big and important. You just have to do it before you finish Tachanka and the missions on Tachanka. If you finish Tachanka first, then they die, if I remember right. It's a little annoying. There are some quests you can get in like Act 1 that you can't finish until like halfway through Act 2-ish or Act 3. It's interesting.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just money.
Love that.
Just straight up cash. Dollar bills. I wouldn't keep scanning here just because if you attract Reaper attention and then leave this system and come back, it can be a little hard to get to the relay.
Okay.
So I'd do everything else and then come back and scan, basically.
Where did they say the abyssal was? Earl of Ross?
I don't know. I didn't look that one up.
Oh, it literally just...
Yeah. I can look it up if you want me to, but
We're probably gonna need that, honestly, because if this shit ain't gonna tell me where stuff is when we...
what is it? It's Prothean Obelisk, right?
Yeah.
Prothean Obelisk, Strike Abyssal, Prothean Obelisk. Erla Ross system. Talisphia is what you need to scan. Yeah, so whenever I do these, I just look up straight up there's a basically wiki walkthrough of every single war asset placement in the game.
Hmm.
And that's how I usually find all my stuff. It's not a super big deal if you don't get everything. You just want to get like a decent portion of the optional stuff. There you go, there's your Prothean Obelisk. Another little hint that's like a bit cheesy. If you hover over the fuel depot, which most systems that have anything in them will have a fuel depot somewhere, if you actually move your ship over that exact spot, you'll hear a little, wait, hold on, like right there, go back, go back, go back. Go to like, it's halfway between like the second and third rings. You were just there.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear that ding?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the fuel depot is. So if you scan right on top of it, yeah, it's really cheesy, but that's how you can find some of those. Is you just listen for that little ding.
Huh.
Yeah. That's fun.
Right, cool.
If you want, at some point, either off stream or like just before we finish up the game, we can do like a full run through of all of the war assets if you want to grab all those.
Maybe.
Now you have to go back to the Citadel in order to drop that off. I would grab the Blue Suns thingy first at the very least.
Okay.
But yeah, like, for example, Benning Evidence is a quest you get really early, but you have to wait a really long time to get the quest for Benning. And by the time you get it, a lot of people will forget it even exists.
Is the Blue Sun stuff again?
Kite's Nest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see the find artifacts. And then we're gonna want to go to Vular. Or Vular, or I don't know how it's pronounced. Just hit the green line.
Oh, yeah, I forget we can do that.
Down and to the left. Right there, Vular.
I'm running out of fuel.
Yeah. There should be, so don't scan that planet just yet. There should be a fuel depot somewhere in here. I can look up the exact location if you want, or you can try to scan for it. Or I can pull up the kite's nest. Yeah, there you go. See, now you're learning.
Hell yeah.
Now if you go back over to Vana and scan slightly away from the planet, because the closer you are, the more the Reapers will ping, and it might alert them. So yeah, if you do it right there, you should pick up Vana. Now you can go hit it. Yeah, if you were like right next to the planet, the Reapers probably would have spawned, because it's based on your proximity to their spawn location.
Hmm.
And there you go. And I would stop by the system where Palavin is to go buy some fuel, because yeah, we cut that one a little close.
Which one is Palavin? Oh, is it Sapien Crest or Apien Crest?
Yeah, it's Apien Crest, yep.
I can't believe I just said Sapien Crest. Jesus.
It's the crest that has sapiency. Yep, fuel depot right there.
So what happens if we run out of fuel completely?
I don't remember. I have only done it like once in each of the games. In Mass Effect 2, when you run out of fuel, you start burning resources. So like your palladium and all that. I don't remember.
You know
Are we
what?
gonna find out?
Let's experiment. Let's see what happens. Did we just lose the game? I'm sorry, Shepard, we're running out of fuel. We cannot save the galaxy.
I love the idea of Joker just doing donuts in the middle of space. Joker, are you sure this is a good usage of our fuel? Shut up, I'm the pilot here.
Oh, so it literally just
it
pings
just
us.
shunts you back.
Huh.
Interesting. Okay.
Wait, so
Wild.
So I would assume that if we ran out of fuel again, it would just I assume it takes you to just the nearby cluster that has a fuel depot in it. Like a one where you can actually just straight up buy the fuel.
No idea, we'd have to experiment with it. Because there's a lot of them that don't have any fuel whatsoever. So, I don't know.
That's interesting. So now we're heading just straight back to the Citadel, then?
Yes. So we got 2 quests to turn in.
And I assume, was it Barlavan that wanted the Prothean Obelisk?
Who wanted the Prothean Obelisk?
Are you Bray?
Oh, this is this is the Omega DLC. We've started both of the DLCs.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, this one is fine to do here. It's fun. It's not necessarily intense. Well, and it's not story important. You can do this whenever, basically.
Shepard.
Oh. Hey, Arya.
Yeah.
I was just coming to tell you.
Yeah, so anyway, I got that blue sun shit you ordered.
How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in purgatory.
I assume this is about retaking Omega?
This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the Terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy. Surely the Alliance has noticed.
Cut to the chase. What's your plan?
Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who...
Cerberus are recruiting the goddamn Russians now.
The
That's how you know they're
Command's
evil.
top military strategist and best kept secret. All you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
What's your intel on the occupation?
Petrovsky's army is massive and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops there.
So you're winging it?
Not at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to win.
As a note, if you agree with Arya and buddy up, i.e. if you play this DLC extremely renegade, you may unlock a little bonus scene. Wink.
Oh, cool.
But it's up to you what you actually do.
That kind of talk goes a long way with me.
Yeah, see?
I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all yours for the war.
What's the catch?
I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professionals.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, so you're only gonna have a one party member for this DLC, and that's just Arya.
Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
I am very normal about this woman, don't worry about it.
Arya and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Shut up, Bray. Look, man, I've saved the galaxy twice. I butchered your people, like...
Oh, god damn it, I have to go back to the fucking...
Yup.
Hold on, let me see. Protein obelisk. A Volus diplomat needs a protein... I would assume that's in the embassies, then. That sounds like an embassy thing.
The very last line said that he was in the embassy.
Oh. I'm not paying attention, then, apparently.
So Doc, go to the Alliance docks, and
Yeah.
then when they ask you for rapid transit, do the embassy.
Ground transport?
I need to get to the embassies.
Yes, Commander.
And I think he's on the left. He might be on the right up here. Not that guy. That's the betting guy.
Not yet.
I think he's the guy in the back. No, go back, go back. I'm pretty sure it's the guy in the back.
Oh, I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, there you go.
Covered the obelisk you mentioned from the Shrike Abyssal. It's waiting in Bay D.
Yeah, the fact that I still know all of this bullcrap is so...
Jeez.
I don't know how I feel about this. I know like almost every spot in this game. So now you're talking to the merchant guy, and then you're going back and talking to Araka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just about getting ready to talk to Araka.
Yeah. The only reason why I want you to avoid Araka is because after you talk to him, Arya will ask, "Are you sure you don't want to just kill him?" And I don't want you to accidentally say yes and then reload.
I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Araka. You'll see I'm making CSEC very happy.
You'll see I have already given them some equipment that's highly illegal. Don't worry about it. Anyway, if you manage to see CSEC running around with grenade launchers, don't question.
And mini nukes.
CSEC has state-enforced cane launchers now.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to CSEC. He wanted you to know. Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you,
Hell yeah. Now we head back
Happy
to
ending.
Purgatory, I assume?
You can chat with Arya, but that should be the end of it.
Alright. What else we got?
I don't think there's anything we can do yet.
We can probably end things off by doing the Omega DLC.
Omega would be way too long. I
so
think it's like a 3 to 4 hour DLC.
Maybe Cerberus then?
Yeah, we can do the Cerberus side. Yeah, the Omega DLC is very long. Kind of a little too long in my opinion, but still reasonably like decent.
We could probably dedicate like probably the next part to that then.
Sure. I really like the Omega DLC. It is the only time in Mass Effect where I believe your class can matter. Unfortunately, we're not an engineer, but there's a little section where if you're an engineer, you can get the best outcome for morality's sake. Wiggles
Cool.
fingers.
So does feeding the fish work the same way as in Mass Effect 2 where you only really need to feed them before major missions?
Every mission.
Oh.
You can buy an aquarium VI and it'll handle it for you. I think that's like 50k. Dance of Decorus, my favorite Necrodancer song mentioned. Fun fact, Watson was a location relating to a side quest in, when I say Mass Effect 2, I believe this is the planet that you got to choose where a missile fires at.
Oh, okay. Javelin missile launchers, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I think that's an augment to the Crucible where like you strap rocket launchers to the Crucible now.
Oh.
You're looking for a fuel depot, so you're not looking at planets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Most systems typically have a fuel depot and then like
and the fuel depot
one
counts.
asset.
Then the fuel depot counts as the other 50%.
Yep.
Okay.
Some of them are a little different. Like some of them only have fuel depots. Very few, I think, don't have any fuel at all. There may or may not be. Well, there you go. That answers my question. There is stuff here. Not every system even has like anything in it.
Ah, hell yeah. More credits. Love that.
We need to make more money. And I think there's a fuel depot somewhere around here.
Yeah, I didn't get a risk thing for the Reapers, so.
You can probably just spam ping.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Fuel.
250 units of it. Damn.
Yeah. So N7 missions, these use the multiplayer maps, and they are the justification for the multiplayer map's existence. So in the campaign, Shepard will do a thing in one of the multiplayer maps, and then Hackett will mention like, oh, we're gonna make sure that this location is held and we'll send squads to do things here. And that's referencing the multiplayer that no longer exists.
Oh. What was
was
the multiplayer like basic team deathmatch, control, domination, all that?
No, the multiplayer was PvE. So it was co-op PvE, and you would have different objectives. So like defending zones, picking up artifacts, doing things like that. It was really fun, besides the fact that you had to do it, because originally you did not get all of your war assets. You started the game at 50% of your war assets, and as you played the multiplayer, you would get more and more of a percentage of your war assets based on your galactic readiness rating, which means to get the best endings, you had to sit there and grind out multiplayer in order to get your ending for single player, which is why they removed just the whole thing in this.
I kind of want to try out the Omniblade.
Go ahead. They're fun. They're kind of gimmicky, but they're fun.
Jesus.
Yeah, sniper rifles are all heavy. So if you're running a sniper rifle, you either don't care about cooldown, or it's basically the only thing you're using. Which debatably one of the strongest builds in the game is literally just an infiltrator with just a sniper rifle. It's a little boring in my opinion, but it's entirely viable.
Oh, okay, I'm kind of dumb. I thought for some reason I thought the Kashak was a assault rifle.
There is an assault rifle that's kind of similar to it. I'd say take it. This is going to be a really short mission. I really like the harpoon gun. I think you'll probably get a kick out of it too. That gives you like max pain bullet time, the little concentration thingy. Getting raw damage is probably the best because it's a one-shot, one-kill weapon, basically.
Damn, that's fucking wild that the sniper rifle takes up that much.
Yeah, you're also running a pretty heavy assault rifle. So if you were to switch to like a Lancer, for example, or Avenger, not a Lancer, I'm Gears of War brained. Yeah, so you just drop down to 50%.
Alright, that works. And Liara...
Having a bit of power recharge isn't that bad.
Oh yeah, I know, I can actually do better.
As a note, you don't need weight reduction on your companions. Weight reduction doesn't matter to them.
Okay, good to know.
Stability also doesn't matter to them. Primarily, they're affected by damage mods and clip size and armor piercing.
Here, have the harpoon gun, Garrus.
For real. Mainly, you want to give him an assault rifle with big magazine capacity. Garrus can solo the entirety of Mass Effect 3 by himself. And we love him for it.
Do you want the Matak?
You can throw the Matak on him. He'll do just as fine with the Matak as anything else. Mainly you want fire rate, just because he hits with pinpoint accuracy. And it's just kind of funny. But the Matak is perfectly fine. And then... all of these are pretty good options.
Actually, that's not a bad one to take.
Yeah, the weapon damage is really good and encourages you to use shotguns a whole hell of a lot. That's part of your what's the word I'm looking for? So that's part of your like bread and butter shotgun combo. The other pick there, Deuterian Rebel, because you want to give him assault rifle damage. Yeah, the assault rifle damage. And then the last one, I usually do the squad mate boost.
I can't get it yet because...
Yeah. Force and duration is what you want. Liara's weapon damage is... It's weird that she has options for weapon damage when she just has SMGs and pistols, which pistols it can be pretty good, but for SMGs they do some of the lowest per bullet damage in the game. So getting like a 50% modifier on basically no amount of damage doesn't change that much about how much damage your SMG is doing.
Commander, I've got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
Put him through, Lieutenant. Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far. Any other intel? We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers. We're on it. Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
The only annoying thing about these missions, you can't save at any point, so you gotta one-shot them.
Oh, okay.
If you die, you restart. If you die at the very end, ha 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 ha. That hasn't happened to me multiple times. This mission especially is kind of rough, because you're early game.
Dude, is that kind of odd? I'd love to give Garrus this armor, because I think it would work so well for him.
I can kind of see that. Try out the harpoon gun though. I love this thing so much. It is obscene. You throw armor-piercing ammo on this thing, and you can one-shot so many things.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's not like the best gun in the game. It's just really fun.
What?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Mass Effect 3 hitboxes are weird. With sniper rifles, you don't want to aim pinpoint. You want to aim like slightly up and to the right.
Oh, is it trying to have like a sense of realism with its bullet drop or something like that?
Kind of. It's more just jank as hell. Some of it is hide over bore. Some of it is just Mass Effect 3 is a goofy game. It's one of those things that you get used to when you actually like run Infiltrator and like try to solo sniper. And I learned how to like snipe super well in this game just by playing far too much Mass Effect 3 multiplayer for my own good. I do just love this gun though, because like there's just something so satisfying about one-shotting a dude and like the chunky reload that happens after.
I do like its reload sound. That what I was going for, game.
This is what happens when everything is bound to the same goddamn button. As a note for N7 missions, a lot of side quests are tied to stuff you can pick up in them. So there'll be like random terminals and stuff that you can pick up. And those random terminals and stuff will dictate the completion of side quests. It's not a big deal if you miss something though. You'll just get 1,000 less credits as you have to what's the word I'm looking for? Buy the side quest equipment. So missing things is annoying, but it's not like crucial that you scour every single level. There's some terminal in here that has a thing. I don't know the exact locations of these because I usually don't do them.
I have a feeling we may have already gotten it, but
I don't think so. I don't remember where it is exactly. But yeah, all of these levels have something hidden somewhere. I can go look it up probably.
Oh, you know, it's probably in this office. Yep, there we go.
Yeah. The Medigel for the Hanar. Yeah. That's you've already picked up that quest.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of side quests are like that. They're in N7 missions. Then you gotta touch the shuttle, and then a bunch of enemies will spawn, and you have to go grab another one.
God damn!
Just a fucking vapor. That's so funny. Do you see why I love this thing?
I mean, the fact that I can hip fire it really well is saying a lot.
There's that too, yeah. You get better sniper rifles later. This is really fun early on. If I'm doing an infiltrator run, I usually do harpoon gun, and then I save up credits for the Black Widow. And the Black Widow is like the Widow from Mass Effect 2, which is a big one-shot anti-material rifle. Only it does a third of the damage and has 3 shots instead of 1. But you do so much damage with the Black Widow that having 3 more shots is actually, or 2 more shots technically, is just so useful. If you get armor penetration, yeah, you just don't have to care about those guys.
Oh,
I think the window blocks your shot, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure those windows are immune to gunfire, but maybe you can get through them with like armor piercing rounds.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's some cover you can get through.
Oh,
with enough piercing.
Wait, I just realized the it like literally just shoots harpoons.
Yeah. I think you can shoot them into walls and take a look at them if you want. I don't remember if they actually stay. Yeah, they do.
Huh.
Yeah, look, it's just a giant stick. What I'll say is Mass Effect has evolved the concept of whalers on the moon.
How the hold on, give me a minute. There we go. I love how, depending on where you shoot them, it just launches in the complete opposite direction.
Absolutely.
Aw.
Oh man. Yeah.
Oh. But you know what? Hold on. Me.
Oh, you put an Omni Blade on your assault rifle, right?
Oh,
you can try that out.
Oh wait, I think I put it on. Wait, yeah, I forgot. It transferred over when I swapped the gun.
Potentially, it may or may not have.
What's the? Oh.
You do not have an Omni Blade on it, unfortunately.
Damn. Well, hold on. What's the melee key?
I think it's F by default.
Let's see. Melee. Yep, it should be F.
Yeah, you don't have an Omni Blade on this one. I think you put it on your Matok.
Yeah, but that's why I was saying, like, you usually just transfers it over. So
when you pick up new guns, it transfers it over. I think when you have guns that already exist, it sets them to a loadout, basically.
Heading for extraction point now.
Oh, whoops.
You shot your wife. The Avenger is really good though. You can use this gun for the vast majority of the game. If you max out its upgrades and put lightweight on it, you can also have 200% power recharge, which makes it one of the best weapons in the game if you're doing an adept.
Hmm.
Commander, we
we've got our best engineers looking at the Reaper tech you secured from that lab.
What was Cerberus doing with it?
We don't know yet, but whatever Cerberus is up to, it can't be good. Even if we can't determine its purpose, we've disrupted their experiments.
I doubt they'll just close up shop.
Agreed. We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Good work, Commander.
We'll keep sending strikes against the facility. Yeah, it's just multiplayer justification. I think it's neat that they thought about that. Here you can read up on all of your goofy little assets. They each have descriptions. Some of them are pretty cool. Some of them expand on lore in fun ways. Some of them just have like interesting little references. They can also be modified with actions you take throughout the game. So for example, you can get basically the entirety of the Alliance Engineering Corps murdered. I will not say how, because spoilers! But I'll explain how when we get there. Mass Effect 3 can be real bad if you fuck things up. It can be real bad.
Hey,
Caden practically begging you to go flirt with him right now.
We do have to go back to the hospital to turn that Medigel.
Oh wait, hold on, go back. Oh no, it is 100%. It was Skepsis that was 50. I got really confused. I thought it said the planet had 50% of the assets cleared on it. No, it was just Skepsis. There's probably a fuel depot here.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I need to get to the hospital.
Yes, Commander.
I love how you say that because it just sounds like, you know, I've been shot. I need to get to the hospital.
I found this Medigel formula and figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use.
Welcome to Serta. Be safe.
I think Caden should be alive now. Like, I think he's standing.
No, he is.
Look at him.
Hey, Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late. I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Spectre Caden Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
Can't think of a more deserving candidate.
That means a lot.
Well, maybe Ashley, but...
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah, I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Alenko.
Stay safe, Commander.
Yeah, this is the justification for why you don't get Ashley and Caden back immediately. It is unfortunate, especially if you romanced and liked either of them. They are unavailable for most of the game.
I'm gonna figure out where that fish tank VI was.
I think it's the one on your left.
That's the Blood Dragon armor.
Maybe not. Maybe it's that one.
Yep, Aquarium VI. That's a lot of money. Jesus.
Yeah, I thought it was 50 grand. It's 25.
Is the Striker a good assault rifle to get?
It's fun. It's a grenade launcher that's full auto.
Oh.
It's not bad. I'm not a super big fan of it, but it can be pretty fun.
Should I just save up to get one of these Spectre assault rifles then?
I personally would, just because Garrus becomes hilarious when you give him the Typhoon. We can ascend Garrus to godhood, and he becomes so funny.
Go look around and look at the other terminals again, see what they got.
Sure. I don't think we got to mess with the two that were further down here. The Indra's not bad. It's also kind of not great. The power magnifiers can be pretty good. They give a really niche use for equipping pistols and SMGs. Cranial trauma is combined with one of the pistols in the game, one of the most overpowered mods. Assault rifle ultralight materials is something I'd pick up. I'd pick up all the ultralight materials here, honestly.
Remember, all purchase welcome to Citadel Armory.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices. That's Citadel.
What was the Chrysay sniper rifle? Oh, it's the FaceTime looking thing. That's okay. It's not fantastic. It can be kind of fun. It shoots explosive bullets. So it's fine. It's not too great. It's really neatly good against armor, but there isn't a lot of armor in Mass Effect 3. I think Atlases and Brutes are the main armored enemies. Maybe Harvesters. Mainly you're fighting health shields and barriers, though.
Let's head up to the embassies and look at the Spectre stuff right quick, because I need a refresher on that.
Sure, go ahead.
Because it's getting close to part end anyway.
Everything in the Spectre terminal is just kind of good. Not all of it is the best in class, but most of it is either good or just really fun. Some things are best in class.
Let's see.
So you can pick up all of them.
Is it the Typhoon?
The Typhoon is the assault rifle, yeah.
Okay.
That thing is ridiculous on your companions because they shoot it with pinpoint accuracy, and normally, like, it is a really fun gun to use on Shepard. The biggest issue is that you want to throw a stability dampener because otherwise it's kind of nauseating to shoot. But it can be obscenely fun. The Black Widow is probably one of my favorite guns in the game. The Paladin is pretty good. If you like the Carnifex, it's basically an upgraded Carnifex. There's nothing I can't recommend here. It's primarily just like, if you're using this type of weapon, these ones are also really fun. I'm
gonna be honest, I might try and save it for a Typhoon.
Go ahead. I love the Typhoon. It can be pretty fun to use. It fires like a minigun, so it has like a spin up where it starts shooting really slow, and then as you hold the trigger, it starts getting faster and faster and faster.
And that's why you want the stability mod.
Nah, it just has a lot of screen shake, like an atrocious amount of screen shake when you use it. That is part of it too, yeah. It also makes it to where you want to throw an ammo capacity extender on it, because if you throw an ammo capacity extender on it, you're firing at full rate of fire for longer. The other way around the stability thing is just never aim, just always hit fire and just hold down the trigger and walk at people. Which was my strat for finishing most of Legendary, was just Typhoon and walk at people.
Alright, so I think next part we're gonna help out Arya retake Omega.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. Then was it book of Phoenix? Rune and return to Presidium Commons, which I might be able to do.
I don't think we can do any of the side quests.
Yeah,
maybe the Ismar Frontier. But...
Let's look at what we can do. So aside from Omega, we got
Omega, Leviathan,
Prothean artifacts.
That's a squad member, and then I think that's it. I think you got those 3 things right now.
Yeah.
Besides the main quest.
Because it just clicked with me that the blinking ones are ones that have missions attached to them. So yeah, we'll do Omega first, then we'll probably do might just hit up the 2 companions we can get, and then do Garneau, even though Omega sounds like might take up like 90% of the part time.
Maybe. We might go through it faster than I did. Omega's a bit of a pain in the butt on Legendary, which is why it took me so long. We might be able to knock out Omega in like 2 to 3 hours. I'd expect 2 minimum, but it might take longer. It's a lot of cutscenes too, so we're kind of gonna be vibing on some stuff.
Let's see. Yeah, but that's probably gonna be, that's definitely gonna be end part. So, Nite, thank you again for joining. Can't wait for next week. And let's see. No, I got Macbeth on right now. He's currently playing Resident Evil 2. I'm gonna assume that's a remake. Yeah, that's RE2 remake. Oh wait, you know what? I think he's playing a different game because it doesn't look like RE2. I think they might be playing like a multiplayer thing. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna send the raid over to Macbeth. But before we do that though, if you guys enjoyed what you have seen and you haven't already, don't forget to give a follow over here on Twitch, turn on notifications for whenever I go live. There are links below to follow with Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky, and Threads to get any and all stream updates and announcements that I may have. There's also a link to my YouTube channel that you can subscribe to, because that is where I post the VODs for the Mount Blade Monday series, as well as the main playthroughs I do for the channel, and shorts whenever I get shorts. So tomorrow, I don't think I got anything major going on, so tomorrow will be more God of War Ascension. Could be finale, could not be. I don't know how long that game is. We shall see. And then, next week we'll be back on the Mountain Blade Warband for more Last Season's Third Stage. Probably gonna be doing some Destiny 2 stuff next Tuesday. Because I know I got some seasonal challenges I need to get through. At least before the second act of episode 1 starts. let's see, next Thursday, because we finished off the Fellowship of the Ring PS2 game last night. So next week I'm kind of stepping out of my comfort zone and playing Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which was the Final Fantasy turn-based strategy game that came out. So that'll be interesting. It's also a game I have not played, so first playthrough rules will be applying on that on Thursday. And then Friday we'll be back again for more Mass Effect 3 as we take over. We help Arya T'Loak take over Omega. I almost forgot the name. But there is the raid for Macbeth, and make sure to go let him know that the bounty hunter has arrived on his doorstep. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, there's the raid message. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to Bloody Saints for the raid. Thank you to those who stuck around from the raid, and I will see you guys tomorrow for God of War Ascension. Have a good night, everyone, and goodbye.
Have a good night.